hanging up globally.
I love that intro so much.
Oh yeah, hats off to our my wonderful dear first officer Raquel Briggs for that amazing intro. That she doesn't like me to say outro, it's an intro outro, but she says the actual term is extro.
Extra.
I like saying
Extra.
outro. I'll read
Okay.
all about it.
I like outro
Oh,
too. I thought that's what it was, but
out.
extra, extra,
Yes.
extra.
Well,
All right.
she is the language police. So she's a vocabulary cop. I mean, and she has the uniform to prove it. I'm not even making it up. She does have she went. She was the grammar police at one of her schools or whatever. Have you ever seen that picture? You got to see that.
No, I haven't actually.
Yeah, yep. And her dressed up as the grammar cop is quite lovely.
Oh, I'm sure. Well, Raquel's gorgeous, so that's no
Yep.
surprise.
Absolutely. And I love her. She's wonderful. And you are wonderful and gorgeous too, Arwen. And I thank you so much for
Thank
being here with
you.
me today. We are cheating on the gang thing, everyone. But not I take up about the space of like 4 or 5 people, so I'm a gang I am a gestalt of a gang, but technically you still have to have more than 3 entities, I think, but what the hell?
We'll be a gang. I'll be part of your gang, Clobby.
I might be multiple personality anyway. So yeah, well, thank you so much. I mean, look, let's face it, folks. When you have Arwen, that's all you need.
Oh my god!
In fact, I might not let anybody else on. I might just ignore them and just hug Arwen all to myself. What do you think of that, guys? They're all on board with that. I bet they would love it. Now, as soon as they show up, we might let them in. I mean, we will let them in.
Okay, well, you will let them in. All right.
We have some dear friends with us today, Arwen. A few of them here now. I'm sure more will be here. I hope. I guess when everyone knows we're on. Snort of Poopus, Q Burr. Look at the snort. Oh, she didn't say it like Raquel.
I can't say it.
She can't. It would hurt her voice.
It would. My sinuses, y'all, and my throat is so chewed up. Yeah.
You don't have to yell it. You're fine. You said it, and by the way, it was lovely how you said it, and I'm sure snort.
Oh.
I'm sure you enjoyed it. Keely Chow, an insincere roll tide to you, Keely.
Roll tide.
On my part, insincere because this Saturday the Tide are going to roll over my garbage LSU Tigers, like my 5-8 touchdowns. So they're going to destroy us Saturday. Thanks a lot, Keely. Damn it, because he's Mr. Roll Tide, and then yes, you're going to roll. You roll everybody. So sick. You guys are worse than the Patriots. And actually, Arwen, from your neck of the woods, I know you don't watch football. Probably, I stopped. I gave it up. At
not
50
really.
Years.
I mean, not really.
But you're from you are from the neck of the woods that won the World Series. I guess I don't know if there's any pride there for you, but
with the Braves,
yeah, you're close to that.
Yeah, They I don't think they won. They won. God, when did they win? It's been
yesterday.
Did they actually win? I thought they lost.
No, they won the World Series yesterday.
They won the World Series yesterday,
or was it the day before, or whatever?
Oh, okay.
They won it all. There you go.
Well, good for them. I thought they were going to choke because, like, our football team, the Falcons, they always choke. And it's like, come on, y'all. You make it so far, and then you just choke. And then,
are you a Falcons fan?
No, not at all.
Good, because you'd be gone. I'd have to chop you right here. No kidding, but for 50 years, up until last year, when I fell out of love for the NFL, I want to get into that long, dreary story again because the NFL was almost meant as much to me as my geek stuff, and that's like a religion to me.
Mm-hmm.
I loved it that much, especially my beloved New Orleans Saints, and of course, Saints and Falcons fans are enemies. And Saints hate Falcons, Falcons hate Saints. Yet, I've been to games up there. They've come down here, and it's kind of a loving, like friendly rivalry. It's not really mean at all. We tease each other.
Mm-hmm.
However, we do have a saying down here that Saints fans will. This week, in fact, the Saints or Falcons are playing. Again, I don't even watch anymore hardly. I just know what's going on, but I don't love the game anymore like I do because of what the NFL has done politically and other things without getting too far into that. And Drew Brees was my hero until he broke my heart with all that stupid political crap. But we have a saying down here, and it was basically 3 words. I won't say the whole word. F the Falcons. We hate the Falcons, but it's only fair they hate us as much. Sports hatred is so much fun.
It's intense.
Sports hatred is it's a fun hatred and everything. In fact, Steven Seagal, what's up, buddy? Steve, how you doing?
Hey, Steven.
Oh, great. I got trouble on both ends. What's happening now? What did I do? No, I'm just kidding.
know.
Hi, how are you guys?
Let me finish my hellos here to everyone there. Raymond Feliciano, buddy, good to see you. Stuart Mitchell. Dolly had braces. Never forget.
We can't.
Brightest day, buddy, dude. You should come hang out with us. I know you. I don't know if you're working in the middle of the day or whatever, but we see you pop in, man. If you ever want to come hang with us, let me know, man. Again, if you're working, it's cool.
Yeah.
But the great D. Bud Martin, man of iron. Good to see you, brother. Let's see here. Sherry, two lovely ladies. We have Arwen and Sherry here. Sherry, thank you for popping in. It's great to see you. Brett Cohen. Hello there, Brett. Good to see you, buddy. Appreciate you. Let's see. Make sure let me get this thing. I like to get the hellos said to all the people who pop in early, and that's all of them for the moment. Looks like there. And Steven, it's good to see you, bud. You got let's see, big plans coming up this weekend on any shows or what?
Actually, I just want to say hi, Clobby. How you doing?
Hey, bud. Lord Thoth, on vacation.
LT.
Hi.
LT, I want you to know you made the list. You made the new global. You always make the new global Geek Gang pick.
Did I make the list?
Who are you again?
Oprah Winfrey.
Yes, you did. Then you
did. Oh,
did.
thank
yes.
you. You get a free FU, and you get a free FU, and everybody gets a free cake.
I mean, I make a new global Geek Gang pick every once in a while. And this one, since we reviewed Kirby's Eternals last.
It's bad.
Last night. No, I mean the comic though. Last night we reviewed Kirby's comic, and everybody is a Kirby Eternals character. So
awesome.
Yeah. And there you are.
Really good.
How big are my breasts?
I guess it looks kind of blurry though.
What the hell, man?
What? Your Toad.
What is it? Why am I squatting and green?
That's Toad. He's the king of the deviants.
Out of all of them, you chose the Humpty Dumpty of the Eternals.
He's the king. He's
the
king of the deviants.
I don't care. You're laughing. I can hear you, Clobby, smirking like a mofo. What is this crap?
What I was,
I would rather. I don't feel that bad though, because Loki looks like he just had a stroke.
Well, Loki's by the way, Loki's the devil.
He's very pink for a devil.
He's Crow, the evil Crow.
And you made me the guy who's eternally squatting. Thank you.
Crow, hey, the squatter there is the boss. He's Crow's boss.
When you said king of the deviants, I felt like
yes, you're king of the deviants.
Oh my god! There's another
in the real
Eternals, Fortnite, king of the deviants. I don't think
in the real Kirby Eternals, the Celestials came to Earth and took primates and created 3 different races: humans, Eternals, and deviants.
Wow! So you also made me the bad guys.
Yes,
I can't.
Hey, it's Thursday. Do you have self-esteem? Not no more.
I thought you'd like it.
I do like it. I do. Because you did it for one reason. You know I'd act like this for fun.
Of course.
They all look so good.
I'm not a shit stirrer.
So good.
Really? You're not a shit stirrer? Really?
No,
it looks like I'm pre-shit stirring. I'm sitting there ready to go.
I mean, you're Loki's boss in this scenario. It's got to mean something to you.
Oh, that makes up for everything. So he's watching me squat. Explains the facial expression right there. That's great.
At least you have some dignity. Look at Ash, what I did. Look what I did to Ash.
Yep.
He's Spike, and in the movie, Spike was gender swapped to some weird little girl.
I've seen that.
Hey, Bart the Blizzard. Hello there. Where is Ash? Come on. I guess.
Well, I like my hips, Clobby.
Oh, you're Cersei. I had to. Yeah. Cersei is she's in the movie. She's played by Angelina Jolie. No, Gemma Chan. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I was like, damn.
And
I like it. It's nice. Thank you.
See, Cersei's an eternal. She's immortal, and she doesn't give a. The world could be burning. She doesn't give a shit. She just wants to have a party. And that's her in the comic, and in the movie, she's gonna be deadly serious and probably unfunny.
Oh, okay.
But Cersei just throws parties. It doesn't mean shit. If the world's blowing up, she doesn't care because she's eternal.
About how I have felt lately. So good on you, Clubby.
And Purple, of course, is Thena. She's very, very demure and very proper, and just extremely powerful. Now, Lord Thoth, dude, you're based on a very cool comic character, but in the movie, this guy Ajax is played by Salma Hayek.
You got a nice rack, LT. Got a nice rack.
Nick, hey, Mark gets to be one of my favorite characters, Carcass. We were, and then Nick gets to be a cool one too. He's the reject.
Oh my God!
Oh
these are great.
man, I love it. But we reviewed the real comic last night because from here on in tonight we're going to be sitting through that movie.
That movie sucks. I've heard a lot of bad things.
Oh yeah, we're not. I'm not looking forward to it, but
no,
I'm gonna review it tomorrow though.
I'm not even going to look at that. I'm afraid to even look at that now.
Ironcaster's also a gender swapped character. That's Makari. Not only did they see Makari's all these characters, the Eternals. For those who don't know, they're based upon mythological characters that like the Olympian characters. It's like Olympus is Olympia. Zurus, of course, is he was Zeus. They just got their names wrong throughout history, and Makari is basically Mercury or Hermes.
Yeah.
And they've not only have they gender swapped Makari, they made her deaf. She's a deaf actress. I guess the actress. I don't think the actress is deaf. The character's deaf. Now, these are Eternals created. They're immortals, perfect beings created by space gods. How can you be deaf? Oh, I'm sorry. Is that deafest?
Somebody got the recipe wrong. I don't know.
They changed it on some jackass, and they're claiming it was done in the comics. By the way, this is bullshit. Yeah. For those who seeing any of this stupid crap out there, this propaganda saying, well, this is what happened in the comic. No, this movie's been made 2 years. For 2 years. And they weren't gender swapped before that. They did it in the comics this year to comply with the shitbag movie. So screw them.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Chloe, I love you. You become a troll and you don't even realize it.
Not me, man.
Yeah, man. I appreciate it. You've become a long way, and it's a good thing, man. No, you know how to have a sense of humor and joke around, and you've come out of your shell a long way. I will hit you with my car in the future, and you'll know exactly how it feels to be part of the Fat Steven.
Anyone who's known me before YouTube, if they heard you say that, they'd laugh their ass off saying, what do you mean become? It's been doing that for 40 years, 50 years. I've done it for 12 years as a podcast. So nothing's changed, buddy. I've always been this.
Well, you've put time and thought into it, Clobby, and I'm proud of you.
Yeah, that's thought all right there. Yep, real thought right there. Yep.
Yeah, Raymond, that's not Turpin. That's the professor, Professor
God.
Damien. Your Professor Damien, and Raquel is your daughter, Margot. So there you go. It's the only other. There are only 3 women in the Kirby one. It's very sexist.
Well, you know what? Who cares? To hell with it. I like it. It's fun. Who cares?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. I'm not a fan.
Who doesn't like sexism? Well, actually, God. Steve, I gotta be honest with you. I almost made you Spike, but I'm
kind of glad
he's too skinny.
Oh, we're going there now, are we?
Well, Loki's not here.
Hey, hey, careful! You don't want to make too many fat jokes. You might offend the gravitational pull of the Earth. Yeah.
Well, I get it. Remember, you know how like a person who is black, for example, can give you a card to use to make black jokes, and a person is gay.
So you have a fat card,
and a person can give you the gay card to make gay jokes. That's how we roll now in our stupid society, apparently. Well, I'm giving you carte blanche. You can make all the fat jokes you want. I can't speak for the skinny people, though. You're gonna have to check with them.
I'll say one thing though, and I think we've talked about this before. If you can razz between friends and not get offended or butthurt, you know what that means? You're good friends. But if you take things too literal, or you're always insecure about what people say and jump the gun, is that really friendship, or you not comfortable enough to deal with people of all different personalities? And I respect your humor, bro.
Well, thank you, man.
I agree with all that.
Still a dick, though.
I did this to honor you. Remember, in one of my other ones, you were Batmite.
I don't pay attention to your fake news.
Oh, man. Where's Retro? Where's Ash? I mean, look, did they just quit or something? Yeah. Oh, well.
I don't think they quit. No.
Yeah, they may have. Everybody may have quit. That's okay. We are a gang. officially.
Mm-hmm.
They'll show up. They'll be fashionable. I don't know if Nicholas can make it. And Mark is working, and he'll be going to sit through the movie as well tonight. At least I get popcorn. Okay, that's not good enough.
No, you have to just
Love you, Cuber.
You have to have it.
Snort. Pat Steven is the overlord of the universe. Overlord.
I would just like to state you gave yourself a wonderful outfit and long, luscious blonde locks.
Well, I
would just like to state that because Raymond looks like he's like in the jungle fighting off enemies and stuff.
I'm an Eternal. I'm Icarus. If it makes you feel any better, Icarus is played by a complete wimp face in the movie.
Why is Pablo on his ass?
I ran out of characters. There aren't a lot of them. Yeah, but to be fair, this old stuffy professor, the Pablo is. Cersei's got the hots for him.
A6. I am the overlord of the fridge.
A6.
Right.
The overlord of the fridge.
God.
Hello there, 6. Lovely to see you. Thank you for popping in. Yeah. So Cersei's got the hots for the weird old stuffy old professor. I can see how they're going to probably take all of the humor out of her, played by Gemma Chan, who's a lovely girl and all.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to have none of the humor, none of the frivolity. She's going to be deadly serious, probably.
Well, then how would she be into enjoying life and into fun if she was like deadpan, dead inside?
That's exactly what I'm again could be anyway.
That just doesn't work. Those are two opposing ideologies.
Oh, that's right. Oh God, thanks for reminding me, Thought. That makes me even worse. The movie's supposed to have the Black Knight in it. Jesus Christ. A Marvel character I really like. And he's played by some dude from Game of Thrones that looks like a little wimpy little twerp. Oh, man. Anybody want to go see this thing in my place?
No, because honestly, Clobby, I don't even know why you want to. And honestly, I
don't want to. I want to see it. No, I'm with you. I'm going to review it.
Some people that have already seen it, people that are very optimistic and give the benefit of the doubt and are able to slice it down and give it the pros and cons, are the ones that I've heard the most being like, "What the hell?"
Oh, dude, if there's anything nice to say about it, I'm going to be fair. I know it doesn't sound like I'm going to be objective, but when the thing starts,
mm-hmm.
It's not that I think it's any chance for it to be any good. I mean, let's be realistic. But if there's anything to say, I'm gonna judge it, and I am going to watch it. Says Thoth. I'll sit through any. Look, I've always said this though. I'll sit through any old piece of crap to sit through it and watch it. Now, going to see it's a little bit different. This is because it's based on a property created by someone I dearly love, Jack Kirby, and I want to review it. And I've generally stopped reviewing anything by Marvel, but I've decided to. I said a long time ago when it comes out, I review it. I said it 3 years ago, whenever it was. And so I mean to do that. Hey, Purple. You have a link. You have a link if you feel like hanging, but I'm pretty sure I sent it. Sometimes I hate the Twitter DM thingy. Like I'll put in a link for somebody, and I forget to hit that stupid
send button. Just press enter.
I know. No, you're right, but I guess.
Thank you, D-Bud. Yeah, that's one of the people I was talking about. Andre, he's very, very delicate to how he sees things, right? And he even said it was a mess.
And he's being kind. See, I don't have it in me to say if something's really horrific, say it's just a mess. I'm going to be objective and brutal. But no, if there's anything Kirby-ish in there, and there won't be, I guess. But I'd like to see. I mean, and this is a shame. We were looking at art from it last night when we were reviewing it. Oh, what's Ash doing? Oh, not sure if you saw my message in the group chat, but either late or won't be there. Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's cool, Ash. Way goes, bro. So we were just marveling at the Kirby art for this thing, last night on our review with Nick and Mark. And we're going, you know what? You live in a time now where you could have. I know they don't adapt anything, 100% anymore, which, or they almost never did. But you can adapt. You could with people bitch about CGI. Well, it's useful for some things. You got to use it if you were going to make it look like a very alien, very curvy look to it. You have to use that, and you could use that to proper advantage. You could really do it. I mean, it's easy. You could make it look like that.
Mm-hmm.
They won't. They didn't. I'm sure, but you can.
Oh God, sorry, y'all. Oh Jesus, sorry.
Wow, this went ASMR real quick.
I'm sorry.
Oh God, no! Oh God, sorry.
I just
Oh,
got
God,
time
roll
for a
tide.
cat right on my chest. I'm so sorry. Sorry, Clobberin.
Oh,
That's
God,
all right.
my
As long as you're okay.
I'm fine. Oh my God. Okay, we're fine.
As long as you're okay. No,
Yeah, good. Just it scared the hell out of me. Oh, okay. It's good.
okay. As long as you're all right.
Yeah,
See, you could do this.
Jesus.
I'm
Okay,
sorry. It's
go
painful,
ahead.
isn't
No,
it?
go ahead. It's all good.
No. I'm
It's all
sorry.
good.
How many cats do you have?
Oh Jesus, I don't more.
Well, if you don't know, then that's terrible.
I know. I've got 12.
Did you say 12?
12?
Yes, I have 12.
You don't stand outside on the porch throwing them at
Oh my
neighbors and
God.
strangers, do you?
No.
Oh my God.
I'm getting allergic hearing that.
Y'all didn't. Where the hell have y'all been all this time? I've said
I didn't know it was
a
12
lot.
though.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of strays.
I knew it.
Christ. Yeah.
But seriously, 12. Oh, look at the purple.
Look, they were
Purple.
stray. Hey, Purple.
Hi, Purple.
Hey guys.
What's up with your bad self?
All right, just had dinner.
Oh, nice. Anything good? I didn't. Mine was garbage.
Just chicken. That's all.
Oh, it
Nice.
sounds good.
Nothing exciting.
Sounds good though. Good to see you. Thank you for popping in with us. Yeah. You never said anything about 12 cats.
Yes. Oh God, I have.
One for each month.
Some of them belong to my kids. So my daughter's moving out in February. She's taking some of them with her.
Okay.
And yeah, they're all strays. They're all adopted off. My town's got a really bad stray cat problem, and two of them, when I adopted it, brought them in, were pregnant. So I did find homes for some of the kittens, but it's really hard to find homes for cats in this area because people they don't want them, and that's one of the reasons why we have so many strays. And
I have a question.
We'll dump them off. Yes.
Wow.
Do they pull your wagon to and fro the grocery store?
No.
Okay.
They do not.
Well, my daughter is. I'm so allergic to cats. I'm getting allergic to
Yeah.
talking to you through an electronic connection.
I'm sorry.
No. I'm just saying. My daughter, I can't even go near their house because she has about 3 or 4 that's theirs and about 6 or 7 that they keep that they foster to give people. So that's how much they're into cats. She and her significant other, they love cats so much, and so much so that if she comes over to visit, she lives about an hour and a half away. And if she's in here in 5 minutes, and again, she's just because she's been in her own house.
Mm-hmm.
It gets to me pretty bad. And they have to, just because it's on their clothes. And we went for a ride in my truck last time they came down. We went to eat, and after about like 10-minute ride across town to go get something to eat, or 15 minutes, wasn't even thinking about this. I just came over. We go to get something to eat. I'm walking to the door of the restaurant we're going to, and I'm about to pass out. Well, I didn't realize that them just being in the back of the truck or in my truck could get me sick. That's how bad allergic I am.
You're allergic. You really have to be careful.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
Yep.
It's better than them being on the streets. I take them in, I get them fixed, I take care of them.
They pull my wagon.
They are looked after. But like I said, February, some are going to be leaving because my daughter's moving out, so she's going to take a good chunk.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
But you'll have only like 5 left or 6 maybe?
I'm not sure. We haven't culled them yet. We haven't kind of divided them up, but we will. And some of them belong to my son, but he still lives at home. So, they're not all mine, but technically they are because I'm taking care of them right now. But, Hey, I can't help it. I have a heart for him, and it
That's
breaks my
okay.
heart. So
That's okay. I'm just jealous because I can't have doggies. I love them.
oh
I want a doggie.
yeah.
Yeah, you have doggies, don't you, Purple?
Mm-hmm.
You have a doggie? Purple, you there? Oh,
Yep, sorry.
oh, that's okay. You have a dog, right?
I do. Yeah, I've got a little pug.
Oh,
Cute. She's so cute.
yeah, I want one. But see, look, you have the technology to do this kind of stuff, to do this crazy, these just insane visuals that they could do. That made this comic so amazing. I had read it and really been like 45 years or so since I've read it. We reviewed it last night, as I said, and I really I loved it. It's so much fun reading this thing. I'm almost glad the movie coaxed me into. Hey, Mark, what's up, Mark? The Infinitely Tired. Coaxed me into to reading this comic again.
Mm-hmm.
Clobby,
Yes, sir.
did you ever get the special edition, which I share to you right now?
Oh boy.
There you go, Mark.
Who is that?
That's Mark.
Oh, Mark. That's his fault. I didn't know that. I would never do that. I would never show something you wouldn't want me to show, Mark. So.
Oh, I put it in the thumbnail. Don't let me tell you, it worked.
That's a work of art. Come on.
I'm sorry, I'll get
y'all.
rid of it. Don't worry.
That's all right. That's all right. No, I mean, if Mark doesn't mind, man. Well, dude, it's nice to meet you. Finally, I've met you, Mark. So cool, man. I thought that was me for a minute, to be honest, Mark. I said, where do you get that? I never wore a Fortnite hat.
You know me hanging out in your bushes, Clobby. Yeah, it was Mark. Yeah.
Well, I'm
leaving. Don't leave, you bastard. Stay.
No. Well, you don't mind? Well, there you go. See, he's a nice guy.
He flipped us off last Saturday.
He's not going to beat you up after all.
He can't beat me up.
He can't catch you, right?
That's pretty much it. I roll away pretty fast.
Oh dear. So, anybody else want to try to talk me out of going to see Eternals? You, Purple?
I wouldn't talk you out of doing anything, Clobby, but I'm sure as heck not going to go see it.
No.
He's taking one for the team, y'all.
He is.
Nobody criticizes Gary or Az for going to watch it. I know they have big channels, so it's different. But I promised years ago I would review this wonderful film.
Travesty.
Well, again, everyone thinks I'm so biased because I am biased. I'm biased. Screw this people. But I guess I love antagonizing the people who are of the, man, you didn't see it yet, so how can you judge it? Well, you know what? Look, I said I'm going to watch it. What do you want? But you're always judging it. Hey.
That's an opinion. That's what movie critics do.
They're the ones putting the friggin' trailers out and shit. Am I not supposed to? See, this used to happen. It all really got bad right before the year before Man of Steel came out. It was on my show, and I had my big Facebook group over there where we didn't have a YouTube channel or anything, but that's where everyone kind of coalesced. And when they started, Snyder started coming out saying some stupid shit. They started showing a picture here and there in the media. And if you commented on it, like, well, you haven't seen it yet. Shut up. How you know? I said, well, they put the picture out there. I can't comment on it. He said this. He said that. I can't comment on it. They put a trailer out. I can't comment on it. No, you should shut up until the movie comes out. If you haven't seen it, how do you know? Look, jackass, they're the ones putting the shit out.
But Clobby, it's not even just that now. You have those types that are literally saying, oh, you haven't seen it yet, so you don't get to put judgment. And then you got the other ass hats in that same kind of category. They're really like, you watched it, or you play it, or you read it. You shouldn't criticize it negative anyway.
That's exactly.
Right.
And you're sitting there going, that's not how it works. Right. Do you think every piece of art in a museum wasn't criticized or favored or unfavored? Do you think it doesn't work like that?
Well, that's what they say. They say, why did you watch it then? Well,
because you wanted to see what it was
exactly.
to receive. That's the point of a film. You're going to go see it. You don't have to like it. You have to. Then you regret how much money you spent, and then you realize why you didn't go to the bar first.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They start out with you should wait till you see it. And then when you see it, Well, why'd you watch it? Jesus Christ!
Well, how the hell do
No.
you know if you like it or not if you don't go
Yes.
see it?
But
But
the
you were
trailer.
judging it. You were you were prejudging. That was a big thing.
No, that's another thing that bothers me. Why do we have trailers? Why do we have teasers? It is like a comic book or book cover. It is supposed to
Right.
grab our eye, grab our attention, and we base our opinion whether or not we're to give it a chance or see it. If there's no trailer and we never hear about it, you know what? It will fly under the radar. It's all about, that's what commercials is.
Yeah,
Commercialism, hi, right there. Just
but Six, I'm not disagreeing that you should wait to see it all before you give a full analysis. What I'm saying is you could criticize what's before your own eyes. In other words, when there's a picture and a director is talking, you could criticize with what they're saying. When you see a trailer, you can say, my trailer is supposed to, because it has a job, is supposed to get you interested in the content. And when I see the trailer, I'm going, well, that doesn't look promising, or that doesn't look good. Then people who are butthurt about it go, well, you haven't seen it yet. But you can't have it both ways. In other words, especially if you say, all right, I'll still go see it, but that looks, and I'm going to comment on this trailer. They don't want to hear you commenting on the trailer first. So yes, I always say that if I'm going to give a full opinion on something, I'm going to watch it. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to comment on the stuff. They put these trailers out a year in advance, 2 years, whatever. That's all I'm saying.
Then I would like to quickly just sum up what I mean. And I'm not saying Six either that you're an asshat. What I'm saying is you can come from the point like Clobby said, whereas if you watch the trailer, that is already your criticism on if it's appealing to you in general to actually spend money to watch the film. If you want to say you can't criticize something before you've seen it, that is actually a perfectly valid and logical response and standard. But if a trailer doesn't grab me, I will criticize based on what I saw in the trailer. And the asshats who think, well, you're not in that asshat category, because I think we're referring to the asshats that just want to vilify you for just being toxic or not going with the rest of the masses. Hold your iPhone out, wear your little metal cap, and keep pushing the line, drop your bills, and move on. That is the difference. So I don't want you to think like I'm saying putting anyone in that category. There's a difference. Yeah. Let's put it from the difference of how we deal with people on Twitter and how we actually deal with people, let's say, on YouTube and have debate, discussion, and objective opinion.
Mr. Gregory, what's up, buddy? Absolutely. And here's the thing. Yeah, that's what and I know what you were saying, Six, is what I'm saying is, however, back before Man of Steel came out, about a year and a half before it came out, and building up to it, I'm saying that if a director of a film or talks about something, I'll comment on what they're saying. Well, that was enough for some zealots to say, well, you should shut up till the movie comes out. I said, well, look, I've already said I'll watch the movie and make up my final determination about the entire content of the film when the time comes. But when the director says something that I think is stupid, I'm going to talk about it. And when the commercial comes out or a pic comes out that shows Superman's idiotic costume that he had, I'm going to talk about it. When the trailer comes out and I think, oh my goodness, I don't like the way this looks or that looks, fans are going to talk about that sort of thing. However, if you say, for example, this kind of went on back then, there were some people who said, you know what, I don't like any of these things that he's saying about what he wants to do with Superman. Therefore, I'm not going to watch that film. I think that's okay too. I think you can go, look, I don't want to watch this thing.
Yeah.
But I said, I'm criticizing it. I think I need to go. And people, look, I got flack from both sides. Like, you should not go support that shit. Don't watch it. And I go, well, I want to watch it because I want to talk about it. It's not that I want to see them do what I know they're going to do to Superman, which I really hated. Yes, Man of Steel, indeed. Always Man of Steel. That's what I call it. I called it Man of Rubber at first, but then I changed it to Man of Steel. So I feel like that if I'm going to bitch about something before it comes out, I have a responsibility to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
And then make a final, because there have been times in my life, believe it or not, where I've thought a trailer or something looked kind of crappy. Or I thought, oh, I'm not looking forward to this. And I've watched it, and not saying it always won me over, but I might go, I still didn't think much of it, but this kind of part was okay, and this was all right. I wish they'd done this, but I do like to have all the info on it. Even this happened with the horrible Jar Jar Abrams Star Trek filth in 2009. And but I see that one, because I didn't want to have an aneurysm in a movie theater, I did not pay to go see it. I watched the day before when it came out. I watched a crappy download so I could have the info, because I'd spent months saying how much I was against a Trek remake, which I was against. And even though that was kind of dead on arrival, because any Trek remake is automatically not Trek, I still said, but I will judge the film by its content anyway. It won't be easy. This won't be easy. Eternals, I'm fully admitting to you, full disclosure, it won't be easy to be fair to it, because I am biased towards Kirby. And I don't think I think you should make an adaptation of something that is visual, like the Eternals and like a lot of other comics characters. You should make them as faithfully as you can. And when you don't, and we know they didn't, that's one thing we do know about the trailers and the things they've said about the movie. I'm going in with a bias. But if there's anything good to say about this film, I'll do it. I won't like it. I'll be eating crow, and I'll feel like a shithead. And I'll go, God, this hurts to say. But even if it hurts to say it, I'll say it.
Well, and to be fair,
Nicholas.
There with the internet.
Hello.
Oh, hey, Nick.
Go ahead,
Hi.
Where's your Twinkie?
Go ahead, Arwen.
Go ahead, Arwen.
With the internet, there is enough, like with some movies, there's enough clips, there's enough reviews, there's enough trailers, there's enough everything that you can see almost to get a pretty good gauge of a movie before you go see it.
Yeah, I mean, well, trailers are meant to hook you, or they're meant to hook you. So they have a responsibility in a trailer to make you want to go see it. And everyone, that's another thing. I was having that fight about the Screw 52 also back then. There was a guy saying, we haven't read it yet. I said, okay, well, let me ask you this. If I walk into the bookstore and I'm looking at books, and I obviously you have a cover on a book, and on the back you have a little synopsis of what the book is about. Now, every time I walk into a bookstore, pick up a book off the shelf, read the synopsis, and go, and I put it back. I've made a prejudgment because I've decided, this thing hasn't grabbed me, this doesn't seem interesting, or whatever. You could make the case, well, see, you're not being fair to that book, and it's true. But there's a million things out there. You don't have time to watch them all. So it is incumbent upon the book, the publisher, and everything to hook you. That may well be a great book, and you just read, that doesn't seem interesting to me. Same with a trailer, or same with any kind of ads or production art or anything like that. It's their job, unless you have pre-interest like a comic book character or something, to hook you in. And you are technically, this argument people make that, well, you're not giving it a chance if you don't watch it. Okay, that's true, but you can't watch everything. You can't read everything.
Right.
And something kind of has to grab you. How many times have we seen a trailer? We go, whoa, that looks pretty good. I got to watch it. And it was like,
See, especially when a movie has come out, like has been released on DVD or whatever. And like, okay, let's take the piece of crap, The Last Jedi. Okay.
Yes.
I have not personally sat through that entire movie, but I have seen enough BS. Look, Luke, green titty milk. That was enough. That was enough for me to go, what the hell? And knowing what they did with his character and piecing things together from what I've seen and from what other people have said, I feel like I've seen the damn movie, and I have every right to criticize it because I know what happened to it. I know what they did with it. So if you have the knowledge about the movie and you have enough good resources, not just people complaining, but you actually, have researched it and you know what it contains and you know what happened, then I think you have every right to say that's a piece of crap and I'm not wasting my time or my money. Well,
and if someone who tells you, someone that you, I'm with you there, Six. It's the worst piece of crap. Someone you trust tells you, like, hey, I went to see it and they totally destroy, as in the case of the Force Awakens, Han Solo has guy's like a bitch punk. The second one, Luke Skywalker is completely, if someone tells you what happens in it, you can make a judgment going, I don't want to watch that shit. And that's up in front. But as Six says, here, let's see. You're 100% being fair to that book if reading the back doesn't hook you. They had their chance, they blew it. Yeah, I hear you, but you still didn't read the book is what I'm saying. And I know what you're saying, but some people will go, well, yeah, maybe the back didn't grab you, but you still didn't read it. And, and I'm saying that's fair enough. But I didn't call the book a piece of shit. I just said it didn't interest me.
Oh, see, a lot of those comments, Clobberin, what people try to say, like, it's like they're trying to make themselves or what they like invent, like they're trying to make it like bulletproof from any kind of critiquing. So they try to say comments like that, like, or the worst one is, oh, it's not that you didn't like it, it's that you didn't get it. That's like, oh my god, I've heard that with the Snyder
Yes.
argument. It's just like,
Yes.
oh, I understand it. It's symbolism every other second. All these characters are mopey and whiny. They may as well have been the 2003 emo scene with My Chemical Romance. I get what is going on, and you're gonna tell me I don't. And even if I like, these people are just trying to make what they're invested in. You know, they're putting a shield over it and saying, no, you can't criticize this. That's what they want to do. They don't want to say that, but if you pay attention to the signs, they're there.
Mm-hmm.
Mr.
Right.
Grant Gregory, what's up, dude? It's good to see you. Hey, that 70s rock fan, buddy, just another red shirt. All kind of great folks popping in. Absolutely, Nicholas, and that's what I'm saying. You can't watch everything, you can't read everything, so something does have to grab you. That's true. But I'm not saying if I didn't watch something, I don't go other than either joking around or if I know, like for example, in the scenario you mentioned that if you didn't see The Last Jedi, but someone tells you that, then I think you can make enough of a judgment if someone you trust told you, look what they do to Luke Skywalker, look what they do to Han Solo, or what have you. Or in this case, Man of Steel. Everyone, I got a call the morning that came out. Because I'd made the deal with everyone. If I told you everything that I went through leading up to that movie over the year, the death threats, the idiots making videos bitching about me on YouTube. Yes, it happened because I was, and all the other people, all the hate I got.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I told them, look, I'll go watch it when it comes out. That morning, I get a call from a friend of mine because the people who were anti the thing that weren't going to see it were just as pissed at me. And he goes, "You better not be going to see that piece of shit."
Sorry, it's the haters calling. Hello, shitty walk.
What the fuck?
Hello, shitty walk.
Hey, Daryl. Hey, Zax. Good to see you there.
Hello, shitty walk.
Dude. So I get this. You better not be going to see that shit today from a friend of mine. And where was I? I was trying to talk and somebody was being rude. Oh, there we go.
Oh, okay.
You don't think that was rude?
I was trying to be funny. My apologies.
Oh, I'm writing it down. That was funny. I'm writing it down in case that's funny someday. Kidding. I love you, man.
I never attacked you about Man of Steel. What is this? You're maybe the man of the Humpty Dump. Like, what the hell? I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. My apologies, Clobberin, if that sounded rude. I just hate telemarketers.
This is Walter Concratz at the Clobberin Times News Desk. There's breaking news. Man of Steel sucks. Repeat. Man of Steel fucking sucks. More later. Thank you very much. I return you now to Clobberin Times Global Geek Gang, which is already in progress. And later we have an exclusive interview with Fat Steven Seagal about Man of Steel. What? Now you're offended? Come on. He's gone, folks. Oh,
I don't know what to say because he's like,
wait a minute. You don't know what to say? Now I'm worried.
Man, Fat Steven Seagal is speechless.
No, I have a lot of things to say, but
Go ahead.
Say them.
Say them.
Nah, man, it's not the time or place. But
okay.
I will. No, I can say one thing though. Watch what you like, criticize what you like and don't like, and just be yourself. Your free thought is yours. Anyone tries to tell you not to do it, you know what the problem is? They can accept an opposite opinion. End of the day, they're weak, they're frail. Keep pushing forward.
That is absolutely 100% correct, sir. And that's the thing that gets me about that. It's like, I try to tell people all the time, say, look, it's just an opinion. It can't hurt you.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just mine. I mean, I don't want to control anyone else's. I mean, I joke around about it, but I really don't. You have your own, and we don't ever even have, if it's something that really is that sensitive for you, we don't even have to discuss it. But it is just a movie we're talking, or a comic book, some of these things. And yeah, I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings because I hate a friggin', well, actually, that's not true. That's not true. If you like Man of Steel, I do want to hurt your feelings. Man of Steel, sorry. If you like Jar Jar Abrams' direct, or STD, or the Chibi Doc, I guess I am pretty evil after all. I do want to hurt your feelings if you like those things. I'm kidding. Tell them I'm kidding, Zax.
Thank you, Mark.
What do you do now? You are a hero.
I'm not a hero.
I can prove it. Look,
I'm not. No. I am not a hero. No.
Look, I'll prove it.
I'm a villain.
Look at him. See?
Yeah, that's right. Me, Captain Squats, right down there.
That guy's a hero, man. He's Toad. What?
I look like an angry avocado.
I like being the reject. When I before I got it, I'm like, oh sweet, I'm the reject. Cool. So I'm all about that.
Oh,
man.
yeah, I think you'd like being the reject, man. I love the
Right?
reject. 6. Look, more power to you, baby. Let me tell you something. Because I really do agree with Steven. Like what you like, and have many dear friends that love Twilight, and you know,
Yeah, embrace it. If it's what you like, embrace it.
and,
Yeah.
you know,
Yes.
and
The
if
world
people
would be a very boring place if we all
Right.
liked the same thing.
Yeah.
God, imagine us all being Borgs. Oh God, that'd be horrible.
Well, I mean, and the thing is, though, since this is entertainment, always try to have a sense of humor about it too. Of like, and if someone makes fun of it, just kind of laugh it off. And you should be. Many of the things that I love, I still make fun of. Hello, Sir John. In other words, you can love Star Trek and make jokes about it, or love Doctor Who and make jokes about it. It's too bad that the people that control them have made jokes out of them now. But
sorry.
No, go ahead, man.
I was gonna say because jokes are considered comedy. Comedy was and hopefully still is the free form of pulling back, looking forward, and seeing how far stupid we can go sometimes.
Right.
It's a derivative of Jill. She is anti-derivative things. Jill, the other night when we were talking about that, they educated me. They told me that that's actually about a math. Your name is based in math, but I thought it was just you don't like things that are derivative. And no, I didn't really. I was just kidding. But I got taken to school.
I like that. So if Purple Valkyrie is staying up, that means she has to keep me and Mark in line because we're the two that have basically butt heads.
That's right.
Mark and I butt heads at a hotel because I need to not go crazy. Mark needs to make sure he doesn't have his Hulk out equivalent, and Purple's got to be the one who keeps us in line. I can already see this playing out in real life. It sounds very funny. Well done, Clobby. Well
I
done.
love that trio of Athena,
right?
the Reject, and Carcass. Up there,
Right?
that's the best. That was the best one in that annual. And let's see, Thena's in the movie. Europe is played by Angelina Jolie, I think. Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
And then I bet if they have Reject and Carcass in there, it's going to be bad. Ooh, please don't have them in there. They're my two favorite characters, Reject and Carcass. And therefore, please God, don't put them in there. But at least Lord Thoth is Ajax, and he's basically played by Selma Hayek.
Right. Isn't that funny thing of Lord Thoth is being played by Selma Hayek, which is
To be fair, I don't think he's complaining.
no, he's not going to complain about that.
Yeah.
No,
What he needs to do is take parts of the trailer and movie when it comes out and dub over it with his voice, and then put his little shorts up.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you can fall in love with yourself.
Just not on screen. We don't want to hear that chafing.
Oh, I got you, Jill. Thanks. Yeah. So I know it's tough to talk about it being really bad and terrible, and then have one say you're not going in objectively. Well, no, I'm not, but I'm going to try once I'm sitting down, and at least the popcorn will be all right.
Oh,
No,
even
no.
the person who tells you that, are they going into it objectively? Like, I feel like that's once again, I feel like that's them trying to corner your argument. It's just like a lot of people who will criticize. There are people who are shill very hard for this franchise, and it's like, okay, you're telling me to look at it objectively, but are you looking at it objectively? Like, I don't care which way you look at it. You're gonna once again like what you like, hate what you hate. But to tell me I need to look at it objectively, and then you're not, like, okay, not an argument in that case.
No, I got you. And yeah, I'm against. Even though I don't like the gender swap there, I don't like the gender swap, but I'm also distracted by the gender swap in this case of the Salma. I mean, even if they made a movie, if they make the Fantastic Four movie and Ben Grimm is played by Salma Hayek, I won't mind.
The problem also is where it comes down to is like let's not even look at the gender swaps in general. Okay, let's just focus on the actors that they got for those roles. We have Selma Hayek and Angelina Jolie, two prominent, strong women who have played a lot of characters in their day, whether it be Tomb Raider or from Grown Ups, and they all bring their own characteristics to it. And then we see them put inside a Marvel film that is doing bad. So
Yes,
not
it is.
even the
critic-wise
actresses.
so far.
Well, you know what I mean, though. I'm just trying to say,
Right.
the woman that played Tomb Raider and Selma Hayek can't even keep a film afloat based on their attractiveness as a superstar. This is how it's fallen. The oversaturation is now affecting their prominence. And this movie's going to do damage to them, even if they don't realize it.
Well, let's think about
big cast.
It was a huge
What's that,
cast.
Marvel?
I was going to say, this is a big cast. You know, this isn't like, as Stephen says, this isn't a cast of nobodies. They've gone out of their way to get well-known actors to play these roles.
Well,
And
they
it's still
need to.
failing.
You're right, Purple. They need to, because the thing is, they know. Obviously, they're very well aware that these are not well-known characters, which is fine. I don't mind personally that they're tackling a very underutilized property. I think that could be something good to be made for that out of it. Why not? But you need to have big name star power to balance that out, because it's obviously their names are not recognizable anywhere near like the likes of like Spider-Man or something. So you got to do something to balance that out. Now, if you have both star power and a big property, obviously it's a win-win. But you got to do something to counteract that. But
yeah, Nick, it's called a good script.
Yes, and
That's all they
don't
need.
script.
A script.
Who
They
needs
need
that?
a script.
Well,
you don't need big actresses. You just need a good script and people that can read the
Yeah,
words.
yes, you see, you do need that, but they weren't focused on making a good script. They were focused on the buzzwords, and on top of it, now where they focused on the buzzwords, they were focusing on intentionally changing the characters. Kevin Feige and crew said this word for word, like they tackled this property because they thought, okay, it's lesser known characters. We can get away with changing characters. They feared it would be less blood. So it lets you know indirectly that they don't like criticism. They don't like it.
Well, no, they
So
don't like it.
this is their way of saying we don't like it, and we need to find a way to like dial it down. And this is their way of dialing it down by going for lesser known property. They thought they could get away with it. And now they're seeing people still look into it because it's like they forget the internet is forever and we dig up history. And now people are saying, oh, hey, look at all these changes. And the fact that they made it an intention, it makes you think, okay, who got genuinely casted based off of merit and not off of demographic optics? And that's the sad part is even for talented ladies like Angelina Jolie and Salma Hayek, I don't even know if they were genuinely casted. I don't even know. And I'm aware of their talent. I'm aware of their history. But it makes you think who was genuinely casted and who wasn't. I don't know. I don't know. I can't be told. If they're to say to my face that everyone's genuinely casted, I don't think I could believe them. I really don't think so.
I'm more worried about how bad the CGI looks.
Oh, know
Yes,
it's going to
it
be
does.
terrible.
Yeah.
It's like the McDonald's of CGI. It's cheap, easy, and they're hoping people just let it go and say, okay, well, it's a few bucks. It's okay. No big loss here.
Yeah.
Did you see that clip that they were showing with Angelina Jolie's character where she spins round after fighting this monster, and it doesn't look anything like her. This CGI.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Is it like Scorpion King bad?
Yes.
Oh!
That's a good
PlayStation
comparison.
graphics.
Seriously, Scorpion King was like the gold standard of a hold my beer. Let me give you the worst CGI. So like seriously, Scorpion King looks like when I was in public school in the 90s and they had that home video to watch on that TV. They dragged it through the carton, the little cart where they dragged the TV to the room. It looks like one of those like Discovery videos from the 90s. And I'm like, wow, you can't get any lower of this. And maybe Eternals will be the new gold standard. Maybe like Eternals is like, hey, Scorpion King, get the hell out of the way. We're the new kings of crappy CGI.
I would like to say one thing though. Bobby, can you share this quick? Because a lot of people forget this. If you haven't seen this film, everyone remember the movie Hackers? The one on the left is Angelina Jolie.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Remember that. All I'm gonna say. CGI don't need to fix crap. And remember, that's movie. What low budget, and everyone remembers as a cult classic. Everyone remembers Hackers.
Cappuccino, that's 70s. Darius, go ahead.
She's had a lot of work done since.
You think?
She's
actually there's actually a scene where she's kind of topless in Hackers, and you can definitely tell the change of the Badunkadunks.
Dunkin' Dunks. Dunkin' Dunks.
Oh,
but she was still pretty. That's the thing, though. She was still pretty. She was still a
Yeah.
badass.
Yeah.
See,
actress.
it's hard to see that because
yeah.
all I see now is a plastic wooden thing that walks and exists. So, and now especially nowadays, it feels like they're like, I don't know if they're trying to like spend less money on surgery, but nowadays surgery is looking worse, or it's either that or I'm just seeing it more and more for what it is. I couldn't tell you which one, but either way, I see it. I'm like a plastic action figure walking around. Put you back in the box. Oh.
Let's also remember that Harry Styles, as Shay says, is going to be Star Fox. I mean Eros.
Steve Mitchum, Monkey Jeebus, what's up? Good to see you, Darius.
Yeah.
Okay. This is you, Nicholas, and this is Mark, and this is Purple right here. They should. We're not even going to get these two best characters. We're not going to get Carcass. We're not going to get Reject. At least maybe we shouldn't.
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't.
Hey, Daryl.
Thank you, Daryl, about fun bags. Thank you.
Fun bags.
Just to let you know, yeah, Harry Styles. Why are they putting Star Fox in a movie?
I don't know, so we can do a barrel roll.
Which movie is he going to be in? Is he in Guardians
Eternals?
Or Eternals? He's not.
Yeah.
Is Star Fox in it? Why?
I didn't know who this guy was until.
He should be. Thanos is a. Oh my god.
Yes, I know. And Clobberin, it gets worse. I like, because someone's like, oh yeah, because someone who spoiled the after credit scene to me. So he's like, do you know who he is? I'm like, I have no idea who he is. So he's like, he's from this band One Direction, and all of a sudden, like, my brain wanted to explode because that's like one of those soy boy, skinny soy, vegan latte boy bands, and you're like, oh god, you are Eros, you from One Direction. No,
Star Fox is a stupid character. I never liked him anyway.
Stupid character, but boy band guy.
Wait a minute, are you insulting my avatar?
Straight up.
Oh, no, I didn't see it. No, there you go. Oh well, that's poo poo.
Dude, I know the soy is be strong in
just
that
like
scene.
To say my Star Fox games were fantastic.
I liked your Rumble pack you had, Fat.
Thank you. I did a lot of barrel rolls to make your hands feel good.
Now
I'm on the bottom.
Yeah, well, you know, ladies first. I'm not saying you're not a lady or anything.
Ow!
I'm not saying you're not a lady,
Wow.
Steve. You know,
we here at Crisco Core Gaming do not appropriate anything that he says.
Not affiliated.
Oh, I love it.
And here again, hey, Dark Shadow Logan, good to see you, man. I hope you're feeling well. I hope you're feeling well.
Oh, it looks oh my god!
Hail to the perennially gorgeous Arwen and Purple. Yes,
and Nick.
We're not worthy. Yeah, well, Nick, you're gorgeous today. That shirt is.
Well, thank you. I did.
I won't. That shirt you wore last
night. I did. You and I were hanging out to what 2 or 3 a.m. chatting with you and Mark at the.
Yeah, it was
we
a lot
had
of
a
fun.
nice bro conversation, and I passed out and then my I just woke up. I'm like, oh, I think I should brush my teeth and have some pizza, which was my breakfast, by the way. And I'm like, oh crap, my chinchilla needs food, so I went and got food. I'm like, oh, hold up, I still need to attend to a stream. And I'm like, okay, well, I haven't time to change, so cowabunga it is. So here I am.
It's best to wait a while after you brush your teeth to eat the pizza.
I may need to take a shower before I see Eternals, though, because I already know I'm going to get violated watching this. Yeah, but right? I may need to do what Ace Ventura did when he find out he kissed Finkel and Einhorn, and he used a toilet plunger on his face. That may be me tonight. And I might have to set my clothes on fire and bury them in the backyard. It's going to be really bad.
Does anyone think Nick Weiser is literally just made of stuffed crust?
That would be the ultimate compliment if I was. I'd eat myself then.
You're just one giant walking mozzarella stick. You know, melty and gooey, and everyone around just wants to feel your breading.
So you're okay with stuffed crust then? That's not like an evil thing to do to pizza or whatever?
No, it's cheesy and it's got more cheese in it, especially when it's actually stuffed stuff. It's just drenching in cheese. Like I want to like live in the cheese, and when that does it, it's doing its job. Unlike the real arch enemy that no one wants. You know how we always say the words like, this is what the news is trying to distract you from? Well, the pizza news is trying to distract you with, it's the war on pineapple. I'm like, bro, the real war is on anchovies, and it's not even close.
Ugh. People like anchovies or pineapples don't belong. People always say, do they belong on pizza? No, they're fine. They just don't belong on mine.
I just got breaking news in a DM related to Eternals. The whole movie's up on TikTok in short video format, including the ending scene already.
That's a joke. That is kidding, right?
You're D-Bud. Nick is made up of beer, pizza, and Frankenberry. Speaking of Frankenberry, I actually just got the Monster Mash cereal again. So I'm going to eat more of it. I saw it was on clearance, but I got to get my Halloween cereal in. I'm not done yet with Halloween.
Where's the cereal? I need the cereal. I am star-fucked. Hear me. All over
Haster, Stuart Mitchell, buddy. Dolly had braces. And Cavatina just saying, Crazy Junior, hello there. And oh, by the way, Dolly had braces.
I've got to admit, I quite like pineapple on pizza, but I've never tried anchovies.
Yeah, me either.
Anchovies is so good.
I'm not saying pineapple might work. I guess I wouldn't be too opposed to it, but it's running around. That's like a scourge of pizza.
Well, here's where I'm at with pineapple. I'm not necessarily into it. Like, I've had it on pizza. I don't hate it. I'm not really into it. It's kind of just there for me. So I don't hate it.
Indifferent towards it.
Yeah, it's just there. If it's for free, I'll eat it. If it's there and it's free, I'll eat it. But you're not going to, like, catch me spending money on it. It's just like, it's just there. It exists. Someone cooked it. Someone made it. But anchovies, then I have to question, like, am I around some, like, undercover cop? Because that person is as frightening as the guy who wants a whole bucket of french fries and says no salt. It's like, who are you again? No, salt those french fries up now. Get out of the way.
We're forgetting something, but we're forgetting something very important. Actually, something very important, and that's that Brightest Day hit 500 subs not too long.
Yes, he did.
Hey!
Congratulations, that's amazing.
Brightest Day. You have a link if you're not busy, buddy, but if you are, we got you. But yeah, congratulations, bro. Way to go, man. All right. And Parrothead, I have a question. Does this mean that you eat does this mean you eat hot dogs with a fork and knife, or I don't know? Is that what that means?
Follows us everywhere.
My sausages are global.
I've got a new emoji for you, Arvin, on Friday.
Oh, yay!
Yeah, really?
No. Oh no.
God. I can't wait, Purple. Oh, jeez.
I'm not saying I would ever try pineapple on pizza. I'm just saying, I won't murder you if you're putting it on your own pizza.
You want to do something good with fries? I'm not going to go the poutine road because I know Nick already wants to get down to Canada and have magical mouth words with it. What you do is after you're done frying, you deep fry your fries, dry them off in the paper towel like you usually do, add your little salt, and then put a little bit of honey garlic sauce in the bowl and just spin them around.
Yeah, that's good. That is good. I've had those garlic fry thingies.
Honey garlic fries are awesome. They're better with sweet potato.
I don't like the sweet potato ones.
Love sweet potato fries.
Mm-hmm.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
They have those in a lot of restaurants around here now. Yeah. Well, there you go. So basically, what is that picture? No, I thought someone popped in. I'm sorry. Basically, everyone. I got nothing. I'm going to have a lot of popcorn today. That's all.
You should. Oh my God, Clobberin.
I'm going to sneak some candy in.
You should. Clobberin. I gotta get you. You're at to DM me your address so I can ship you. There's this great popcorn out by me. They have a Mexican cheese popcorn. They also have a bacon flavored popcorn too. Oh, bacon. You trust me. Oh, you would love it. You would eat the entire bag in one sitting.
Again.
Bacon. Hey.
Oh, you'd love it.
Bacon.
Retro.
Hey, Retro.
Whoa. Wait. Something's wrong here. His room is clean. He's not in the bed. And he's
Are you sure it's clean?
I don't know.
The trousers is clean. Yeah.
Is he playing? What's he playing? That's a mighty big joystick you got there, Retro. You trying to impress the ladies?
Look at that. Classy.
It's gripped for her pleasure. Oh my God!
What's up, buddy? How you doing, man?
Hey, dude.
Rip that joystick, Retro.
Oh my God! Purple
Here's Retro and his dicky. You even got the ladies telling you to grip that stick, man. So you better listen.
Can I take your order?
Parrothead, I too use a fork and a knife. If you put a lot of chili, it's the only way to eat it. If you put too much chili, you need a fork and a knife.
That I agree with.
Yeah.
Chili hot dogs.
It's messy. Chili cheese dogs, though.
Nice.
Anyone have Do you ever have der Wiener Schnitzel
Yeah.
near you? I
What
love
about the Wieners?
Der Wiener Schnitzel. You never. That's a fast food.
Oh,
You never
I've
heard of
never
that
had
one?
that. I've actually not.
Oh man, good God! 3 chili cheese dogs ordered. Oh my God, those are good. They have them.
Oh.
Arwen Sausage has appeared in the chat.
Oh my God.
Parrothead, go get your fork and knife out and chase that bratwurst down.
Somebody said it 3 times and they appeared.
There's no place like bratwurst. There's no place like bratwurst.
Oh my God.
I like that shirt. Retro.
Oh,
I think I've seen that one before. Very cool.
Yeah, the Batman one. Yeah, good.
Yeah. Schnitzel. It's called Der Wiener Schnitzel. It's like a hot dog fast food. It's the only, everything's hamburgers, right? Most of your fast foods either hamburgers or chicken. But for the longest time, and it's in some parts of the country, there's still a bunch of Der Wiener Schnitzel. They have burgers and stuff too, but they're famous for their hot dogs. And I guess they're only in certain areas of the country, though. I guess we actually have one here, but the closest one, other than that's Dallas. I don't know if you guys had ever.
Oh, I've been to Dallas. Good. Oh, I had one of the greatest breakfast burritos in my life in Dallas a few weeks ago when Stella and I we were down there for a wedding a few months ago. We went a week after I came back from Vegas, and we went to Dallas, and she is a connoisseur for Mexican, and we looked up places to try. Then she got this chorizo breakfast burrito, and that was a god level burrito. Sorry, not burrito, quesadilla. This thing was a meal. So usually quesadillas like an appetizer type of thing. These things that's their dinner down there. And I'm envious of that because these things are mammoths. Like you could get into a fight with these things and win. And they were that good on top of it. So you could get into a fight and win, and they taste amazing because they're that gargantuan in scale. Oh, I just I want to go down to Texas now and go get one.
Nice.
This food sex was brought to you by Nick Weiser. Yes,
2 weeks in a row, I bring up pizza and everything just changes after that. So I just gotta stop talking about pizza because this is what happens. I bring up my slice of pizza and then all of a sudden everything just goes off the rails about food.
Floodgates to open with your
right. And Steve Mitchum, that was for the big Steve Mitchum. The Vegas was for the big Vegas meetup. I didn't know you were down there. Otherwise, I would have let you know. Hopefully next time.
Yeah, that's where he lives. Jill says, I wish I knew so many of you when I went to Vegas for the 50th Trek coming. Yeah, it was 2016, right? Last time the whole fandom was together before the filth. SED is filth, but 09's filth too. So everything Jar Jar Abrams and bad reboot is filth. So, but I hear you. And yep, Raquel was there. Yeah, she was. I believe. Yeah.
Mm-hmm,
there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that would have been fun though. That would have been fun. Jill, absolutely. So I bet you had a good time. There was still enough people that cared about Star Trek at that point.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, brother. Let me tell you about my quesadilla.
Oh, there's the annual issue. Yes.
Yeah. There's your boy, the Carcass and the Reject. Yeah, that's me. You get to be the
bright and colourful this is compared to the film.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, and that's the thing, Purple. That's the whole thing. The colors are astonishing. I mean, look at that. You gotta see. There's nothing like the Unimind in the movie. I bet if they have the Unimind, it's going to look really bad.
It'll probably be a cloud. Like it'll be a cloud, like everything else. When they're scared, when they're afraid of doing a big, gigantic, behemoth size thing, they're like, oh, let's just make it a cloud. It'll be a cloud. The Unimind will be a cloud. It'll be a state of mind, or it'll be like what's that term? Oh, it'll be a construct. It'll be a construct. The Unimind is a construct.
It'll be commie crap, in other words.
It probably might be.
Go filth old jackasses. Oh boy, you're biased. Yes, I am. Suck off. I mean, I can't wait.
What? I love this page here.
Yeah. Nothing like this, but even we do know visually things about it already. Icarus's costume sucks. We know that in the movie.
Oh, it looks terrible. I see it and I'm just like, wow, they are trying to burn my eyes off with that terrible looking suit. Like you're missing the trinity of the red and yellow circles. Where's the boots? It's just like this big long blue pajama uniform.
Actually, Jill, I respectfully disagree. Jar Jar Abrams' 09 film, of course, he's the one who put Klutzman there. Klutzman doesn't destroy anything without Jar Jar Abrams. It all the filth destruction starts with 09. That's why, it all comes with everything of every bit of destruction for Star Trek starts, really with Les Moonves and even Redstone hiring Jar Jar Abrams, but Jar Jar Abrams gave you Klutzman. So there you go. It's got to start somewhere. And, it's just as filthy and it's just as big an insult to real Trek as STD. Even more so because it's got the real, it's got alleged, warped, shitty versions of the real characters. Oh, you hadn't seen it yet? But but I hear you, Jill. I mean, believe me. So, yeah, these costumes. Look at Makari. He doesn't look like a deaf woman at all. Look at that. Of course, they had to change him. Look how horrible he is. I am actually interested in hearing the explanation for her being deaf. A godlike being created by super gods, to be eternal, to be perfect. Well, how can you be deaf? I mean, I'm nothing against deaf people at all.
Well, Disney's deaf to the fans.
Yeah. So I heard of rumblings before that King Dolphin TV that they shouldn't have a sighted man playing Daredevil. That's one of the stupidest things I've ever heard in my life.
Oh, good Lord.
We shouldn't have actors acting in other words.
Don't act.
I'm sorry, you don't have syphilis? Well, you can't play the STD hobo that we need for the extras.
You know,
he has syphilis.
The people who say those things.
Look, Gary Sinise should have cut his legs off to be in Forrest Gump.
I hate you, Forrest.
I mean, that's to the point it's getting at. They don't understand the concept of acting. It's not that hard.
Yes.
No, they don't understand it. Why do you think they're always writing self-inserts? Because they think in order to pretend something, you have to be yourself, which is really not pretending. You're just, playing yourself. You're not acting. They don't understand the concept. They think everything is about them.
Right.
It's the depth of imagination and creativity. You all have to live in reality. No more escapism. You can't be who you want to be by the inspirational fictional characters around you. You must be like every other unhappy mofo in the town. Here's your check. Here's your bacon bits. Shut the hell up and stop criticizing everyone else's creativity. That's not creativity. You're all clicking off a checklist. No one wants to be a robot.
Yeah.
And Steve's right. Only gods should play gods. So they don't have a real god.
All right. So as soon as I meet one, I will let you know.
Oh, no problem. King Dolphin. Yeah, please put that in. Thank you, Jill. I appreciate that. King Dolphin channel, everyone. If you have not subscribed, please do. That's our buddy Raymond. So yeah, see right here. This is. I wonder. To play this Celestial, they probably should have cast Tilda Swinton.
They should have hired the best, sexiest actresses off Pornhub, and they would have had a better return value. At this point,
I'd be a lot more excited about going to see the movie.
It's very ironic that they talk about how they want to play these self-inserts and they want everyone to be looking like what they want, but yet they want to change characters like this.
Definitely a self-insert.
It's very contradictory.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah. Well, but don't bitch about it or you're an istophobe. So.
Clobby, could I ask a question?
Istophobism.
Yes.
Did you ever foresee the Eternals ever becoming something that the MCU would make, or were they so far left field that you never thought that you'd see them on the big screen?
I was absolutely floored when I heard them announce this, not just because a couple weeks before. See, I got them. I kind of understood doing Fourth World when DC announced their new gods. They're not that the new gods are not fairly obscure just to comics fans, but at least it spans a lot more comic books. It has dark side. It's been in cartoons. I could see that a little bit. And then when Marvel ripped it by trying to find another Kirby property, I was when the surprise I had when I heard Guardians of the Galaxy was going to be a movie. I was some surprise there because they were pretty obscure, right? This was 10 times more surprising to me. Obviously, now especially going back and reading it again, I loved it. I ever had this. We reviewed it last night. I had so much fun reading all 19 issues, and in the annual, it was great. The art's fantastic. Some of my favorite Kirby art. It's not my favorite of his stories, but the story's great. Some of his writing is clunky and dated in there. So we will criticize it dually, just like we will do the movie. But that said, I'm like, if you could have said, all right, name me 9 Marvel properties you think they should make a movie out of, and it wouldn't have made the list.
And we still haven't got a decent Fantastic Four film.
Yes,
Right.
we're getting this, and we're not going to get a decent Eternals from either, probably. But yeah, we're never going to get. That's another thing you got to understand. If you think there's ever going to be a good Fantastic Four film, you got enough. No.
It's sadly, it's never going to happen.
That's DOA, and that's what I'm more adamant about on Eternals. And we've seen, Eternals have been made for a couple of years. We've seen, the a lot on it. We're going to be seeing it tonight. I am, but FF's dead on arrival even more than that, because we know good and well the rules that they have for their boxes to be checked for the casting.
Yes.
That it's no. They're not going to cast them to look like the FF. That's done forever. They did it in that stupid Roger Corman movie, which was never supposed to be right, but at least they cast to the comic book look, sort of. They even tried it with those 2 stupid Sony movies, which I like some elements in them. After that, starting with Fan Forstick, that's 2015. They didn't cast that correctly by any stretch of the imagination. I'm not just talking about Michael B. Jordan. The kid they cast is Ben Grimm. I'm like, what in the hell is wrong with you people? So now we're in 2021, 22. By the time they cast it, you could forget about it. No one's going to look like their comic book version. The Thing might look like it once she has changed into a rock form, or Reed Richards. She might look so. She'll have the powers that Reed Richards has, because there's going to be at least one gender swap and almost all race swaps. Now, some people might say, well, I'll still, if that's okay with you, hey, that's your business. No, for me, if you don't make them look like exactly like that, what I see in the comics, then it's over. I don't care anymore. Knowing what you do. That's why when they screw up the casting of Dr. Doom, Purple, and they will.
Oh,
Yes,
they will.
I won't be angry. I won't care. I'll laugh. I won't care though.
No, don't. You got to be more apathetic towards it. Because here's the thing. These people like the outrage, and I think you got to just push back, point, and laugh like, wow, you guys are that big of utter morons. Because they like us outraged. They really do. They just say,
I'm not giving them that anymore.
No, you don't give them that. That's giving them the satisfaction. You point and laugh and trash it and be fun and be positive and trash it in a fun, positive light, right? Yeah, you guys aren't fooling me anymore.
I'll laugh at it. Yeah.
We will.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna, because it's right there. At this point, it's funny, to be honest with you. I mean,
it's a comedy.
It's hilarious because you're not going to get them to do what any of us want them to do. So I'm just kind of all right, whatever, guys. Have fun with it. I don't want to watch you. And in this case, I'm making the exception because of Kirby. It's adapting a very obscure Kirby property, and I'm going to hold it to the Kirby standard. I've already been seeing a few people saying, "Well, if you're judging by the comic, of course it's not good." Well, look, I'm sorry. That's what you're adapting, aren't you? And now someone say they're adapting the Neil Gaiman version. I don't care. Everything's a rip from what Kirby did.
Yep. No, that is the root of where this story comes from. Literally, without Kirby, there is no Eternals. The least they could do is get back to the root of where it came from.
Also interesting about your question, Purple, is that we were talking about this in our review last night. I'm not convinced that Kirby intended them to be in the Marvel Universe. We spoiled it a lot last night, but I mean, they look like it. I think he didn't intend it at first, especially that issue with the Hulk. It's the Telltale. That's not a Hulk. It's a robot. And it looked like then later, Roy Thomas, after this series was canceled, the first one, Roy Thomas went into Thor and he's sort of dealing with it, but it kind of doesn't fit because Marvel already had an Olympus. This is Olympia. Marvel already has, characters. I don't know. In Eternals, they're laying siege to New York in the late 70s. New York, the deviants are laying siege to New York, and there's not one superhero shows up to do anything about it. The Eternals do, and if in comics, that's a stretch when it's the Marvel universe. They usually would do something like they would show what's happening to what's going on with these other heroes. We can't get any help. They didn't do that. They repeatedly showed instances that made me believe that Kirby didn't want him to be, and he was in editorial control at that time of this comic. He didn't want him to be in the Marvel universe, and then they got put in there. So that's another reason why I was shocked that they chose Eternals. Shocked. Sense. I can't even. I don't know. Look, and again, when they picked Guardians, I was like, really? Guardians of the Galaxy? Now I love the movie, but that's not the original. And when I first heard it, that's not the original group. But they had that comic had been going on for a while with that more or less that group that you saw in the movie. But still, most people were shaking their head, though.
That's from the early 2000s, isn't it, that particular lineup?
Yes, like 2008 or something. So people kind of, but still nobody knew about it. But look, in 2008, when we got an Iron Man movie, Iron Man was no household name.
Yeah, that's true. And he at least had a following. And once again,
knew who he was, though.
He knew he was around some camps. He was definitely around some camps, unlike the Eternals. And as we said earlier, like I don't care that they're going to go for obscure property. Obviously, especially if you can make it good, whatever, hey, surprise me, impress me, change my mind type of thing. But this was not why they were going for obscure property just to say, hey, let's see if we can take something like this and make it good. Hey, this is what we can use our self-inserts for.
Yeah. So, like I say, probably we could do like an exercise at some point and write down all the most things that would shock you to be made into a Marvel movie, and Eternals would be the top of the list. Would have been. I couldn't believe when I heard it. Eternals?
Is it me? Sorry, sorry, go ahead, Purple.
I was just going to say 10 characters more likely to have gotten a film than the Eternals. Yes.
Let's see. Let's think of a couple of Marvel characters more likely to have gotten the film than the Eternals. Nova.
Yeah, that's a big one.
The Defenders should have been done instead of the way they did it on Netflix. It should have been the real Defenders, not the Marvel Knights. And that was so wrong. Let's see here. The Inhumans got a horrible TV show, and I guess that's why that was supposed to be a movie. By the way, I think this was supposed to be in Inhumans, and for some reason, and that, by the way, even Inhumans were a little bit more well known than Eternals, but they're still pretty obscure.
Oh yeah, I was at least aware of the Inhumans. Like obviously, I couldn't find out like a 7-Eleven rack like when they sold comics. But if I went to like a comic book shop, people at least were aware oh yeah, that's a lesser known property. But people were at least aware of who the Inhumans were. Especially I think Jay Lee and Paul Jenkins were doing a run. I think it was the late 90s. I think maybe early 2000s at latest. So they've had their moments under the sun. And that was once again another property that they didn't release out of obscurity just to say, hey, let's make this killer. It was, hey, let's make this be our response to Fox's X-Men, the Foxmen. And that's the sad part, is they're taking these obscure properties and they're not saying, let's make them great. It's, hey, what can we do that we can make it to our benefit?
I think we need to come. Sorry, I think we need to come up with a new song, and we can call it "I Just Called to Say I Virtue Signaled," and just every time we play that, when a Marvel trailer goes, play the whole sound, be like that, and have like a drunk guy with syphilis, because we need to get that guy who has syphilis, because he's the only one who can play that part, and get him to sing the song. I'm gonna bring that joke back because it's funny. Hobo Jim with the syphilis would love to get that part. He could get some burgers, some chili dogs, and he can live out his life on that vent.
Oh, shit.
Purple, did you see that horrible Inhumans TV show?
I didn't actually watch it. I saw little bits of it, but I never actually sat down and watched the whole thing. Was it as bad as I'm guessing it was?
Well, I'll give you an example. We were talking about this last night again. You're familiar with the character of Medusa from the Inhumans? She's a gorgeous redhead whose hair is, comes to life, and she uses it to as like tentacles of hair and all that kind of crap. And she can lift very big things with it and stuff. In the first episode, Maximus cuts her hair off. Now you're sitting there as an Eternals fan. Wait. I mean, and a Inhumans fan, you're going, wait. Hey, Chris Persia, good to see you, bro. You cut her hair off. You cut Medusa's hair off. Let me get this straight. God, what beautiful lady playing her, of course. Her superpower, her main claim to fame, the thing we know the character about forever since Kirby created her, is her superpowered hair. And you cut it off because you were too goddamn lazy to animate it, I guess. And cheap. It was that was bad, and you start that from get go. You're like, already I'm on the wrong foot, folks. And it was boring. It was so cheap and stupid. It was, and it was supposed to be this movie. I think this movie was supposed to be Inhumans, and it would have been, Inhumans. I have to say, I like those characters better than I like the Eternals by far. In fact, Black Bolt, the Inhumans could have made a really great movie.
Oh yeah! Oh my God, could they? I like the concept.
We got the CW series. Remember that?
Yeah, we did.
Oh God, what's CW series?
Oh, look at this. Oh.
Yep, but this won't be in the movie. I'm sorry, I'm prejudging. I know. Sorry, that word became the big buzzword when people were criticizing me back in the Man of Steel days. You're prejudging everything. You're prejudging me. Yeah, fuck. I mean, sorry. Screw off.
No, you're right though, Clobber. I mean, here's the thing. In a way you are, but in a way you're not, because we've already seen a lot of the statements I said earlier about the intent to change the characters and the constant buzzwords. We already know that, like, it's so obvious there's a lack of story, and they're making it show. And the more and more critic reviews are coming out, and even normies seeing it. I mean, the writing's on the wall. This was not about a story. This is not about telling a cool, creative story, and it shows.
Why is this Celestial smiling? Because at least they're not putting me in that stupid movie. And then why he talks like that, I don't know. By the way. He must be a redneck. He's a redneck Celestial, I guess. Said, yeah, all I know is I'm not in that goddamn movie. I think I'm not. They didn't even send me a contract. I don't know. Maybe now he'll be in there and it'll look like they had, Celestial popped up in Guardians of the Galaxy for a second and it looked pretty good, but we probably won't see any in this movie because why would we?
Well, let's just say I already know who shows up in the ending scene and I'm not going to spoil it, but
put it in the private chat. No, you don't have to spoil it.
Does anyone want it in the private chat? Let me know with a yes or no.
I don't care if you blurt it out, to be honest. I mean, maybe somebody in the audience.
I will not blurt it out. I would never ruin a film for people who want to hate it on their own free time. I pay good money. At least let me hate these secret scenes by myself. Yeah. All right, guys in the private chat, just put a 1 if you want.
No, don't worry about it. Well, it'll give me something to be surprised by tonight. If I'm awake.
But Clobby, you'll be surprised by how much money you wasted.
I'll be surprised. I'll be surprised if I'm awake the whole time. Yes, Jill says now this is how he sounds. Hi, gal. I'm a Celestial. A few billion years ago, I went into space with my friends, and we went to Earth, and we said, "Dang, these apes are ugly. Let's change them up a little bit." So we started. I'm giving you like a sum of the origin of Eternals, by the way, folks. This is what Eternals is all about in a dumb voice. What we did is, we took these little ape thingies down there. They were the cutest little creatures, really, kind of. And we turned them into 3 things called humans. And they were just a bunch of dull bastards. They couldn't do shit. So we said, it would be cool if these things could fly. So we created the Eternals. And they're eternal. They're immoral. Oh, I'm sorry, immortal. So something like that. Anyway, and they can all fly. Every Eternal can fly, but they don't call it flying. They call it levitating because they're kind of highfalutin, fancy like that. You know what I'm saying? And then we created we screwed up a couple of times when we were trying to make the Eternals. We made these deviants. Yeah. And one of them's name's Fat Steven. He's the leader of the deviants. So these little critters look so cute and weird and funny that we just thought, they're probably going to hate each other. So those dumbass humans don't even know about the Eternals and the deviants. They think the Eternals are a bunch of gods and crap like that. And these deviants, they think they're the devil and demons and stuff. So it is a mess. So we go there every 2,000 or 3,000 years to screw with them just because we get bored. Just look at us. Look what we're dressed in. Of course, we're bored. There's only a few of us. So we go and we kind of scare the shit out of these stupid humans and stuff like that. Anyway, read our comic and don't watch our movie. Clobby can watch it, and Nick will watch it, and Mark will watch it, because they're a bunch of dumbasses. But you guys are a lot smarter than that now. Don't watch this dang movie. Don't give him a damn dime. Go buy a ticket for another movie and walk in there or something. You can sneak whatever. Buy popcorn, sit there and take a nap. But don't watch this movie. Thank you. What? Now you all
This
know
public announcement is brought to you by Clobberin time. Why are you making me watch this?
Yeah, nah. I'm lying, folks. I'm really not going to watch it. I'm going to stay home and take a nap. I'm going to just lie and say I watched it. Let Nick
I watched
and Mark
myself
suffer.
not watch it.
I'll let Nick and Mark do the suffering.
You know, I actually I went to drop off Stella. She's like, hey, I forgot my worksheet. Can you please drop it off? I'm like, okay. And I dropped it off there. You know, she sent me a message saying thank you and all that stuff, all the wonderful, lovey stuff. And I wrote to Stella, I have a tall task of an order to ask of you. And so she's probably like building up, what's wrong? What's going on? And I'm just going to say, I need you to see Eternals with me. So she doesn't know yet that's why I need her to join me for. But she's probably going to think it's something like maybe around the house that's going to be like heavy. But for me, this is heavy, seeing this movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she survives me with all these things because I go off on a lot of tangents about what they change and do. And she, like, at first she didn't understand it, but she's starting to now see where I'm coming from with a lot of it, which is nice. She's definitely starting to see, because she's definitely more normie based. She's into some of it. She's more of a, I guess you say her family more grew up on Star Trek, and they know that probably well. They don't like fake Trek. But as far as like Star Wars, Marvel, DC, they couldn't tell you much of what was going on there. So that to them, they don't even know as much of it because her family's so well versed, much more in Star Trek.
So basically, they're not like big time geeks or anything. But if you warn them and say, hey, and they go, wait, Luke Skywalker drink what?
Yeah.
I don't watch that.
No, I won't.
Luke Skywalker tried to kill his nephew because he caught him wanking off in the bathroom. What? Oh no.
Wait,
What are you doing in there?
Are you diddling your lightsaber again?
Been in there half an hour now.
That's not what you use the Force for. You got two hands.
Look, it's quite possible.
What are you joking?
The great Hungry Boy made this for us.
Force choke has new meaning.
Could be pulling this out for our review.
Pulling that. Hey.
Wow. See that?
I hate that so much.
It looks ugly. Like, okay, let's just pretend. Let's just. This is even if you. Let's just say that a lot of these agenda swaps weren't happening. Let's just entertain a situation. Even if you took all that out of the equation and you had actors whose faces looked more like the characters, I would still say these suits are terrible looking. They look awful. These are some of the worst comic book superheroes suits I've ever seen. I think they rival the Inhumans' suits for how bad they are.
All right, characters that are actually extracted were from the Kirby Eternals. You got Icarus up front with this dude. I mean, wasn't he from the Game of Throats or whatever?
Yeah, it's that Game of Thrones guy.
The girl looks like young Hillary Clinton on the side. That's Spike.
Oh,
the girl in green, that's Gemma Chan. The girl in green is Cersei. So they're from the Kirby comic. The lady all the way to the right, who is gender swapped that's Makari. Makari is Mercury, Hermes, but now Makari is this woman, and she's deaf for some reason. Then you got Angelina Jolie, who is Ajax for some reason, but everyone else are from later Eternals iterations. That I think, anyway. I think so. They're all from later ones.
Yeah, because I know Fastos. He was in the 80s run, which I looked into. I did some research. It's funny because when you see in the movie, he just looks like a guy who needs to get on a treadmill But if you look at the comics, he looks super shredded. He looks like a guy that would say, "Hey, Mike Tyson, watch out!" And Mike Tyson be like, "Oh no, what do I do?"
Are you saying, in addition to gender swaps, this is like a body positive?
It totally is the body positive type. That's totally what this is. Because seriously, I'm like, wow, like this Vastos guy in the comics actually looks kind of cool. Like, it's not the greatest suit, but like, it's cool. It gets the job done. But I look at him, I'm like, wow, dude. Like, hey, I love my share of donuts too, but I think you had 5 too many, man. You should just give them to me instead.
You should cast me.
Oh, hey, I'd be glad to share with you, Clobberin. Let's do it.
Remember in the 80s, Cersei was in the Avengers, and so was Gilgamesh. I don't think Gilgamesh is in this either. Probably he might be. But I don't know who these other weirdos. I know one of them is played by the Harold and Kumar guy.
Oh, he will always be Kumar. I'm not sorry for that, but dude, you will always be Kumar. Like, you can try and act like you're gonna outlive your shadow just because you got shredded. No, dude, you will always be a Kumar. Now take your sliders and shove it.
He's a dumbass. Was he in Sliders? Just kidding.
Oh no,
I know it's White Castle. I'm an idiot. Sorry.
But I should just have a box of expired Crave case and be like, here's for your movie.
This just in, Dolly had braces. Just saying. She did though. She had braces. God damn it. So I don't know. I wanted to get this over. I wanted to watch it tomorrow instead of today, so I could go to a cheaper feature. But no, you and Mark have to go see it tonight. Thanks a lot.
Oh, dude, trust me. Even for me to go this, I would like. There's a part of me that's just like, am I making the right choice in my life? But there, and I never saw Feng Shui. I still haven't seen that movie. I still never saw it. Yeah, that's my name for him, the movie version. So I never saw Feng Shui. So I'm like, and I have no intentions to, and. I'm like, why am I seeing Eternals? Because at least Feng Shui, I was at least aware of the character for the last 15 years, and I actually have read some stuff, not like a whole bunch, but I've read around now 15, 20 issues worth of comics, whether it was Deadly Hands of Kung Fu type of stuff. So I had a liking to the character. So I'm thinking in my head, why am I now investing my time to this property? Wish I had no familiarity. I'm like, you know what? I should just do it for Jack.
Mm-hmm. What's coming up next after this? It's the Spider-Man.
No Way Home on Christmas. Out here.
Is that Spider-Man? Oh my good. Well, as far as MCU, by the way, thank you for the $5 super chat. 6, lovely of you. Thank you so much. Thanks for taking one for the team, Clobby. Thank you so much. Although I wish Fat Steven would go instead of me. Okay, maybe not. Just a suggestion. I wish Purple would watch it.
You want to know the last time I went to a theater, Sclobby? The last time I went to a theater was for Force Awakens. And you want to know why I went for Force Awakens? Wow. Because that trailer made my heart jump. It was delivered as something that I thought Star Wars was coming back, and it was a letdown. And I keep those 3D glasses, the Stormtrooper ones they gave. I still have those as a memory. Never to take.
I hated that movie.
Judge a book by its cover ever again.
Yeah. No, I understand. I haven't been since a year ago, August, when the Empire Strikes Back came to the theater. But before that, it was probably one of those MCUs. And like you said, Purple, or like he was saying to you, Purple, it's Spider-Man. But if you mean the next movie that I actually want to see, though, Ghostbusters is in a couple of weeks. And
there's Ghostbusters. Yep.
I don't know.
I'm not
going to let myself get that. I'm not going to let myself get super. Excited, but I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go the first day. And we were talking the other night on Mark's show. I don't know if any of you. We should try to find that picture. I forgot who was here. The first day. There you go. I love Ghostbusters. I love the first day of opening for Ghostbusters Afterlife on the. Oh, we talked about that the other night, right, Purple? That was
yep. Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we talked about the popcorn bucket.
Yeah, the popcorn. They have a popcorn bucket that is, of course, in the shape of Ecto-1, and maybe they're calling it Ecto-2 now or whatever. But I think it's Ecto-1, and it's $35 friggin' bucks. You can only get it the first day, opening day, at AMC theaters. And I'm gonna try to find it. Let me see if I can find it.
It did look cool, but
hold on, I'll get it for you.
Okay. I can't afford that, but I'm gonna go get it from Mark. So he might not be able to find it.
Put it this way, it's the first movie I've actually wanted to see in a long time that I'm actually excited to want to go and see it. I actually do want to go and see it. Whereas everything else, I've just gone, nah. But this, I do want to see.
Yeah, I mean, I do want to see it, but I'm not that. I don't trust him.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I mean,
I really don't trust him, man.
Yeah, the trailer looks good. Everything I've heard, it looks good.
It's in the share for you.
See, I know, but it looks too. Okay, thanks, man. It looks too much like Stranger Things to me, which I'm the only person on the planet that didn't like Stranger Things. But you can't get a lot of popcorn in there. This is $35.
Wow. Oh, that's so cool.
But the next day it'll be on eBay for about $200 because it's only going to be on sale the first day of the opening day, which is I think the 19th or something. Maybe. But it is damn cool. That's got to be pretty big if you get popcorn in there.
That's cool.
Oh,
that's awesome.
That better have extra butter.
You can get butter. They got those dispensers now, the fake butter.
Oh, dude, the extra self-serve butter stations. That's like my determining factor of whether I go to a movie theater. If you don't have that, I will never give your theater business again.
Yeah, Brightest Day, I'm kind of with you. I almost kind of want it.
I do too. I mean, how could you not want this? This is so cool to own. I might have to try hey, Stella, we need another thing in our house. She's like, ooh.
Yeah. Well, now again, getting it might not be that easy.
Yeah, we were looking at it and we were trying to figure out, do you get the popcorn in it? Because it comes in a gigantic box.
Yeah, I mean, and then you want the box. So you got to bring the box to your seat. I mean, Jesus, look at that.
Wow.
Because if I'm going to ship that to Mark, if I'm able to get it, and what's that? Okay, no, it's all looks a little bit different on the top than the picture on the box. A little, maybe. Oh, there you go. Thanks. But yeah, it's not a lot of popcorn, is it?
Not really.
If you get a big bucket, they're
definitely more for collector's item than the popcorn.
I always find that with the novelty popcorn boxes, though. You don't get a lot in them.
No, you don't. Well, sometimes they just come. This is like a bowl that has kind of different, the stuff all over it or whatever. Yeah, but yeah.
I mean, it's Halloween candy, though.
Yeah, it's nice if the box is like
the
yeah.
Well,
candy corn.
I'm going to try, Mark, because Mark said something about him. He doesn't have an AMC near him or whatever. He's not going to an AMC, or you don't have one near him. But yeah, you got to get there for an early feature for that. So there you go. Pretty cool though, pretty nice. And I will give this movie. This is one I'll go in with slight optimism. I mean, cautiously optimistic, perhaps.
Mm-hmm.
Even though Dan Aykroyd's out there saying stupid crap right now, what else are you going to do?
Yeah, I know.
It's not a good time to say stupid.
No, it's not. And that's the worst part is these movies continue to fail. Granted, I know it's the state who continues to fund them, which I can't prove, but it's what my gut tells me. Because otherwise, if Hollywood didn't have the state funding them, they would have been absolutely financially screwed. And it's just at what point do you're okay, enough's enough. We need to stop because we actually want to fill the seats with the movies. And the worst part about the true victim of this is the theaters themselves.
Yeah, Monkey Jeebus is AMC theaters. So yeah, pretty cool stuff, and people will, of course, really enjoy eating their 3 pieces of popcorn out of this $35 thing, and then you're gonna take it home, put it in the box, and sell it for $200 on eBay.
Hot dog in it. That would be perfect.
Yeah, hot dog would be perfect. So yeah, I guess they give you. They got to take it out. I don't know if they thought this through. They give you the thing in the box, you buy it, then they have to take it out of the box, and you put.
No, what if they don't have to take it out? That's up to you.
I guess that's true too. You don't have to.
You buy that, you get popcorn and a small drink. Maybe it's that type of deal. You're spending more money for the Ecto 1, and it's up to you if you want to use it as a basket. Because technically, if this is coming from a reseller's market, no one's going to want to have popcorn put into it for one simple fact: the butter will get on the inside and it will diminish the value. Secondly, if these things are sealed, people want a sealed product, untouched, unbuttered, just so they can put it in their thing.
You're right.
And that box is pristine as a trap, as Retro Dick says. So if we're
you're right.
I'm coming from the Funko thing here, Clobberin, and as much as
No, but you're right.
Funko, but yeah,
no, you're right, buddy. Absolutely, and that's a very good, well-made point. That this people who want to collect this, and that's most people, they're going to buy it and leave it in the box, and then spend $50 on a big buck of popcorn.
Yep.
This friggin' popcorn's $20 now.
You got butter on my Ecto One.
It's $20 for the drink and the popcorn.
Is it really that high? Wow, it's not even that high over here. And in Illinois, they love taking our money. Like, it's a fetish out here. Like, they sexualize taking our money. And oh man, you got oxygen? Let me get some money off of that. Man,
can I time out Ironcaster?
What now? What happened?
Can I time out Ironcaster?
What do you do now? Oh, no, we love Ironcaster. Where you at, bro?
Ironcaster.
You're such a dick.
Oh, dude, somebody's in trouble.
Oh yeah.
Here come the fuzz. Maybe that was the Ecto One.
You got a $5 super chat from Butterweiser.
Oh, dude, you shouldn't have, man. Thank you so much.
You need popcorn for tonight, dude, to make this foot bearable.
Half the price of the popcorn.
He needs a blindfold.
That won't get you one unpopped kernel for fun. Thank you, though, bud. I appreciate that, bro. Yes, popcorn container complete with flashing lights. Oh, okay, let's because
that top part's the battery. It looks like the battery's right there. So yeah, you don't have to use this as a bowl. They probably say you get popcorn with the deal. I'm guessing.
Oh, I got you. Well, thank you, Nicholas. You're too kind, and thank you, Sherry, for that. So butter flavored Crisco. Listen to that. Well, stop being mean to my dear friend Fat Steven.
I hear cynicism in that.
No, only I can be mean to you. Well, and Loki.
I'm glad you're having a debate. Who can get to be mean to me? Thank you for that wonderful bullshit.
You guys, Eternals just dropped down to 52%. I decided to refresh. I've kept a tab open all week just to see the score go down. It was at 54 this morning. Now it's at 52.
If it drops below 50, are we excused from seeing it?
Yes.
Way to get out of it.
Just go on TikTok and watch it all.
That is a joke, right? I thought you were kidding.
No, I'm not joking. TikTok is one of those things where people will upload the full thing in however long their videos go for, and you can find the full movie there, even the secret scene. That's what I know. What's in the secret scene already? Someone told me, and I'm just like, I'm not gonna pay money for that.
Jesus Christ! Remember that thing Vine that they used to have?
They also confirmed what you guys were saying about bad CG. The secret scene's even bad CG.
Wow.
At least it's consistent.
Yes. Yes, exactly. One of the guys
Scorpion King returns and is going, I'm sorry for this horrible animation. Come see my movie instead.
Yeah, we could talk about that. Oh my goodness. Yeah, was it that? Remember, I think it was Rich or one of them on Red Letter Media when they were reviewing that piece of garbage, Rise of Skywalker. Remember Vine? Those Vine videos. He said it's like He said this movie's like a bunch of bad Vine videos strung together. So
Ray! Shut up.
Ray! Oh, Dave G. Selling. Hey. Let's see. I'm not off, but I can be awake around 4 if that works. 6, does that mean you're going to come watch the movie with me? I'll wait for you.
Whoa.
What in the hell was that, boy?
Sorry, that was an alarm and a program starting when it shouldn't have. I'm sorry about that.
No problem, brother. Well, I tell you what, Nick, do you think there'll be a scene like this in the movie? No. There he is again, that redneck. That ship's coming at me, but I'll take care of that because I'm a damn god. Can't me, boy.
I can only dream that this would be a thing.
Daryl, I'm gonna punch you.
Thank you for that super sticker, Steven. It's missing chromosome. Okay, Purple, I think you're saying you have to run.
It's my long lost brother.
Well, Purple, I love you. Thank you so much for being here with us.
I love you guys too. Thank you.
Bye, Purple.
See you
And
Saturday.
tell us what you got.
Buddy.
Tell us what you got going on with your channel or anything.
Yes, I've got a show coming up tomorrow, but I need to DM a couple of people about it, and I'm just working on another design for the store at the moment. So,
Okay.
hopefully that will be up and ready in the next about 20 minutes or so.
Okay.
Nice.
Well, I have, of course, everyone the link in the description below to a lot of these wonderful people's channels, including I don't have the. I'll have to go get the link, but it's below in the channel. Please, there's no way anyone can be here and hasn't subscribed to Purple. But in the off chance that you're listening to this later and you haven't subscribed, if you haven't subscribed to Purple, then it's pretty much over between us. But
and before I forget, I will be on Mornings of Mischief as well tomorrow with Loki, Dave Bob, and Canuck for the Space Above and Beyond panel. So looking forward to that as well.
Nice. You must be getting close to the end of that, right?
I think we've got a couple more weeks left. Yeah. So I've really enjoyed it. It was a show I'd never seen before, so it was all new to me.
Yeah, it didn't last super long or anything. But, like a lot of shows, like Fox, we talked about that. How Fox cancels every dumb thing.
Yep, it got foxed, unfortunately.
Yes,
I got foxed.
Lord Thought, I was one of the first to subscribe to Purple. Wow, there you go.
Oh, thank you, honey.
The man. Well, thank you so much, Purple. It's wonderful to see you. Thanks for hanging out with me. And thanks for Monday night. Also, I had just absolutely spectacular time hanging out with you. You were amazing.
I had a fantastic time. Huge thank you, guys, and I will see you soon.
Okay, take care.
Goodbye.
Who was that? Oh, thank you, Darius Munchausen, for that super sticker. I appreciate you, my friend. And Steven.
And the fat one.
Yeah, Steve is missing chromosome, whom I don't know who that is, but apparently Steven does. Ash, buddy.
Yo, hey guys, how's it going?
Hey, bro.
Hey.
I wonder if Ash
replace
knows
one Brit for another. I see how it is.
Yeah, well, at least you're still on the list. See, you're still on.
Yeah,
you're one of them. You're a Kirby Eternal. Look.
Nice.
There you go.
Love it.
Leave you out.
How was the Eternals? How'd you find it?
Well, I will be watching it tonight.
Oh, okay.
As will Nick and Mark. But last night we reviewed the
Good
Kirby
luck.
comic. You know, the original.
When Ash is telling you good luck, that should tell you something. This is the timeline we live in. When Ash is telling you good luck, you remember that, guys.
Like, I've been excited to watch Eternals, but I was let down by seeing that one clip of Angelina Jolie, that animation where it's like she's swinging around the monster thing,
everyone's
and
talking
then
about
it
that.
clips from like a PS3 level graphics to like a regular movie again. It's like, I'm just like, that's not what today's movie standard is. Oh my god! But yeah,
it's. I mean, you never know, but.
What are you saying about PS3?
I'm sorry, that was an insult to PS3. I apologize.
How dare you? Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Well, at least see, last night, Ash, Mark and Nicholas and I reviewed the Kirby comic that is based, the original, the only real Eternals, and but
oh yeah,
and so
cool.
we reviewed that, and so I decided that today everyone should be a Kirby Eternal.
Nice.
The gang, and there you are. You get to be one of the gender swapped characters in the movie, Spike.
Spike or Sprite?
Sprite, I mean. Said Spike? Well, Sprite.
What's the power set?
Shit if I know. It's being annoying. No. Sprite gets spanked by Icarus in the comic. No, see, all Eternals are that. They're eternal, they're mortal, and all of them can fly. And Spike, damn, what was it Nicholas Spike did? Because Spike wasn't in it. Sprite. I want to say Spike. I'm sorry. But anyway, there you are. Now you look like Sprite is being played by the daughter of Hillary Clinton.
That looks like
I don't remember the power. I don't remember her power. His power. Her power. Whatever.
It's her, they, them.
Yeah. They, them. That's right. The Eternals should all be they, thems. So, anyway, but there you go. What's going on? Who popped in? Hey, Canadian Spider-Man who does whatever a Canadian spider can. It is good to see you, my friend. Don't worry, everyone. We've been on for 2 hours. We won't keep you that long because there's not really much to talk about since it's probably the last show I'm ever going to be doing since I'm not going to survive watching the Squirtle.
You're so positive, Clobby.
I know. It doesn't matter. Even when I am positive, I get accused of being negative. So what the hell?
Embrace it.
I'm positive about my negativity.
There you go.
So, all right. But what could happen is, you see, in the premise of the Kirby original story, when the space gods come back to Earth in the first issue, and they come back to they have this thing every now and then. They do this 50-year judgment. They'll stand there. They stand there, these 2,000-foot tall giants, and for 50 years, they stand there and just watch the whole planet. On the planet, the fourth host is there, and they are judging. And so, if you go by that timeline, we won't know what they judge us until 2026. But if they're watching social media right now, we're in trouble. And I think they are. I think we're in trouble. So,
look at that art.
I could be, I could turn into one of the Eternals and go through like a 50-year sleep thingy. Oh God. Thank you, Pat Stevens, third testicle.
That ain't me. That ain't me.
Oh, well, thank you anyway. I can thank you, can I?
Just cup it, Clobberin, and everything will be okay.
Thank you so much. Whoever you are, you know who it is, but I don't know who it is. Hey, Brett Cohen, welcome and thank you for the $10 super chat. You were too kind, sir. Clobby, here's some coin for the big popcorn. It's going to need to be a big one too. When it gets too much, you can bury your head in it. It had to be a big ass popcorn container. Just try not to drown or choke in there. I might want to by the time this thing's done. But Brett, thank you so much, my friend. Look, I mean, the chances are I may not be able to review the movie tomorrow because I might have slept the whole time.
Well, that'll be your review then.
Asleep. Okay,
you fell asleep.
All right, everyone. Here's my review. This is oh yeah, that was great. Oh, special effects. Oh, this is a sex scene. Yay! Oh. This is sexy. Yeah. Well,
sure should be a great film. I heard it's going to be different.
It's going to be it's a triumph.
It is different and triumph. I don't know. Here's one thing though, Nicholas, that we're not considering. I know people have said this. The shittics usually love these crappy like Captain Marvel,
right?
Like that. And they're not liking this one, so maybe the reverse psychology will happen, and it will be good.
Hey, I appreciate a good joke. I do appreciate a good joke, and that was a really good joke there. Like, I appreciate the effort. No, I thought about that because we gotta remember we're in a day and age where, like, usually there's a lot of times where the critics will like bash the crap out of something, and like audiences will like it. Could this be the rare moment where the audiences and the critics are united? This could be. We're like, I keep saying bizarre world or what a time to be alive, and I feel like that phrase constantly gets re-emphasized more and more when I see things like this. Because you imagine if it does get trashed on both sides of the spectrum? Like I almost feel like I need to stay up just to see if this happens. Like, there's gonna be people who are gonna call it 10 out of 10 no matter what. But I wonder, like, this movie's like the ultimate test to how much do normies value the opinions of critics. This movie is the ultimate test of that. This really is, like, because
I don't know.
Us fanboys, like, we're gonna see these things no matter what, because it's just like it's just within us to do it. It's like it's in our DNA. Like, we need to know, especially to have that conversation. The normies, they don't have the investment that we do. So now this is going to be the way of how much do they look to their opinions as the opinion of reason, per se? We're going to find out. This movie is the best test for that.
Thank you, Darius. I really appreciate that shout out. And hail to Jedi Bill. Hope he is doing well. And Canadian Spider-Man is the man. Hey, Steven, you okay, bud?
Yeah.
You
I'm
all right?
just listening.
Tired,
So far, half of my body is just talking to you guys and donating money. So I don't know how they got my debit card. So
I don't think Norman's listened to the film. I've never understood, even back in the 90s, most people knew to stop listening to critics. Here's the thing about that. Critics used to be, look, we didn't agree with Sissy and Ebert all the time, but we watched the show. I did. I thought it was entertaining. You got to learn about what movies were coming out, and it was fun, especially great when they would argue.
Oh, yeah. It was very entertaining.
You know what, though? I never, even when I thought, oh, what a bunch of, when I thought they were being dumbasses, I never mistrusted them. I believed that they were telling me, they were giving me their opinion. I really did. And I to this day, believe that those guys were telling me what they thought. And whether you agree with them or not, and even that idiot Rex Reed or any of those critics of the old days, I didn't even think in terms of shill. I thought that person is giving their opinion, whether I agree with it or not.
Yep, I agree.
That was at least I got to see what they would say. It never influenced me. If I wanted to see a movie, I went to see the movie. If I didn't care about a movie and the critics were raving about it, I didn't care. If people would tell me, oh, no, you really got to see this. If people I knew, okay. But I believe that those guys were actually critics and giving their honest opinions because Roger Ebert, man, he used to get a lot of hate from some of these Hollywood guys, and he would tell them to suck it. He didn't care.
And that's what was good. I missed that. Even when I disagree with it, because he really did truly believe in what he said, and it showed. Especially, I loved it when it was nice when the two agreed, but it was equally, in some ways, more entertaining when they disagreed, because you'd see these two lashing at each other like they were about to fight, but really they're just friends who are very passionate. And I miss. We don't have that type of discussion amongst movies where these guys can. Nowadays, people want to get crazy and psychotic over a movie, whereas guys like that they could still be best friends and disagree on movies. Like me and my buddy Matt, Foulball Productions, when the Suicide Squad came out, him and I basically, if people didn't notice, they could assume we were clashing on the cocktail lounge when that came out, but no, we just both strongly had different feelings of the movie, and we're still buddies. Like I buy the man a beer right now if he was right by my side, but we just happen to see the movie very differently, and that's okay.
Well, and I would ask you, are there any because Siskel and Ebert, Rex Reed, some of those guys, Rex Reed was a jerk, but still, are there any actually well-known movie critics that like of that stature that you've heard of, even if you don't agree with them, you think they're giving you, they're shooting straight with their opinion? Are there any famous movie critics right now?
Oh, I don't know.
Obviously, if we're asking the question, I can't think of one. I mean, you might know some names, but I don't know one name.
I haven't kept up with that in years. I have no idea.
Me either. But you knew Siskel and Ebert.
Mm-hmm.
You knew even Michael Medved. Even you knew whoever they were, whether it was Rex Reed, whether it was all those names, Pauline Kael. There are all these names from the old school, even from the 70s and 80s and 90s. You knew of them. And even if you thought they were full of shit, you knew that you felt like you didn't think they were making it up or lying or, or shilling. I didn't even know what a shill was really at that point as far as that goes. So, yeah, Critical Drinker's a great one. He's the best one ever. But he's Doomcock's a great critic too. Those guys are great at it. I'm talking about people whose occupation it is to be movie critics. I don't know if it's an occupation anymore, and because these big companies have. Somehow, somewhere along the lines, when they realized they didn't have a Roger Ebert who would tell them whether they wanted to hear it or not, what he thought, they came up with the idea of just buying these people off and making them write their reviews on, and with these aggregate sites like Rotten Tomatoes, and they just realized that they could get shills and offer them stuff, and that destroyed the movie critic business.
Yeah, it did. Well, it's because now, especially in this is like when the MCU is on the rise. They start making a big deal where you'll have press passes, all access, and this is something that was becoming not just within Marvel Studios, but a lot of the bigger studios with the big budget movies. Like, hey, just shill for this movie, and we'll give you all access. You get to have the free, free food. You get to have all the insider scoops, the interviews, all the spiel, as long as you say nice things. And the minute you step out of line, well, then you're out. You're out. I remember Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers. They used to give Lucasfilm used to actually give him stuff for Star Wars, but then all of a sudden he has thoughts on The Last Jedi, and well, they have not been in contact with him since. And that was the last of Geeks and Gamers and Lucasfilm.
Well, there you go. And I see that you have to run, Nicholas.
I do.
We're going to get out of here in a second anyway, unless anyone has anything. But first, we'll let you run, and then we'll start saying our goodbyes and stuff.
Yes. You can just keep this art. I don't need to show my face. Let's look at the art, and I'll.
Well, what you got going?
Well, sir, you and I have done a lot of talking the last several hours, and we're going to do a whole lot more of it tomorrow. I can already feel it, and it's been great chatting the way we have this week, and we're going to continue. We're going to have this could be like if Nerd Rock and Duke Rock had their Game of Thrones, this could be our Game of Thrones tomorrow. I feel like that's what's going to be up in the air for us tomorrow. This is going to be our Game of Thrones where we might shred on this like there's no tomorrow. But anyways, Global Geeking is great. The chat is great. You guys all have a great day, great evening. Me and Clobby and Mark D2C and J-Man are going to cover Eternals here on Clobby's channel. I've got I've got a beer video on the way, and I got another pizza video on the way, so keep your eyes and ears open for that. And Toxic Tuesday. The movie will be decided tomorrow morning, so if you have not casted your vote, go to the community tab on my page and vote for the flick you want for next week's Toxic Tuesday. It's either Escape from New York, or Con Air, or Demolition Man. So, yes, I did that on purpose to make it hard for you guys to decide. So,
or Steel Magnolias.
Or Steel. Oh my God. Well, ooh. Yes, guys, you have a great day. So, my close. Oh, my God. No, hey, Clobby, it's been good. It's been fun. Thank you. And we will have a nice, honest review. And if I like this flick, I'll eat dirt tomorrow. I will. I'll straight do it in front of everybody.
Oh, God.
Yeah. But let's hope I don't have to do that. Anyways, I'll shut up. You guys have a great day. You guys continue admiring this art. Thanks, guys.
Bye, Nick.
Okay, Nick.
Thanks, brother.
Bye, Nick.
Bye, dude.
Well, let's see. Since you guys, I want to see if Retro and Ash have anything before we get it, because they were not able to come in earlier. So, do you got anything going on, Retro? Like anything to show or whatever?
Well, I just, me, I like my old classic TV series and things, and I found this the other day, come across this.
Give me a sec here.
You probably might remember it.
Oh, nice.
The original, all the cartoons.
I love that show,
I love it. That was a great cartoon.
Yeah, so I actually found that. It's got the entire box set there. So
we got the aardvark on there too.
No, it's not. It's the first ones. The Panther car where you see Inspector Clouseau.
Nice. Nice.
It's that set. It's those. So yeah,
wait,
found
movies?
That one. Yeah, and
I thought it was the cartoon. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's the cartoon. Yeah,
it's not Peter Sellers movies. Okay.
No, it's the actual cartoon. The actual cartoons. Yeah.
The first series.
Yeah. And of course, as it was Halloween the other day, I thought, well, I got hold of that.
Hey guys.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, Mark.
Just got back from the dentist. He thought that the Eternals movie might be more painful tonight.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
He could be right. That's
very cool stuff, Retro.
That's
The Howling?
American Werewolf in London.
Yeah, absolute classic film. Brilliant.
Yes.
Brilliant.
That is great.
Another one I've updated. Finally got it on Blu-ray.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
nice.
Brilliant film.
Classic.
Badass, dude.
Yeah. And as we were talking about Ghostbusters, there's an old PS3.
Nice.
The actual PS3 game.
Iron.
Nice one.
Castor.
Yeah.
Let's see what Darius says. I'll be right. Hang on one second. Let's see. What did Darius say there? My thing's going really slow on me. This is the best critical comics explained. Says everything is amazing. Thanks. That's amazing that you said that, though.
Another one.
Hang on.
Ooh. Oh, another one of the favourites.
Nice.
Would you like to extend your warranty, sir? Yeah.
Oh, PS3. There we go.
Yeah. Back to the Future. Yeah.
Nice.
Another one. Good one. And another one that I acquired.
Nice.
Yeah, so there you go. So there's a couple of little pickups, a couple of retro pickups there. There we go. Thank you.
Way to go, Retro.
Yeah.
Nice stuff. What about you, Iron?
I'm doing pretty good. I just got home, had a burger, and was trying to hop in before you rounded things out.
That's cool.
But
We're glad to see you. Got some stuff?
I got 1 or 2 items. I went to my comic shop yesterday.
Ooh.
And this is going to be really unfortunate because of the green screen, considering he's the biggest and toughest, but...
Oh, yeah.
That's kind of cool, actually, with the green screen.
Ooh. Where am I?
Oh,
yeah, so I got me a new Incredible Hulk Epic Collection, which I need to get into reading those at some point. I've got like 1 or 2, but
What issues were those? Those are pretty old, are they?
yeah, let's see. This is 138 through 156.
Nice. Yeah, so nice old collection. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got Hulk. It's got the Hulk fighting Doctor Doom, even though you can't tell it on the back. Although that does work with the fire, I think.
Yep. Nice.
Hulk versus the world. And the other book I had, which I'm not sure if I showed this one off here or not, but I finally got around to reading some stuff off my shelf or off my list, and I got to reading the Halloween special from Zenoscope for Grimm's Fairy Tales.
Nice.
My Cinderella never looked like that when I read that as a kid.
Nope, definitely not. No.
So it works when you realize that they just write her like Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And
right.
Yeah. So she's like, yeah, whatever. I'm just gonna, cut some zombie heads off. That's a lot of fun. She's like super into doing that. But yeah, it's if you're looking for you're still mad at DC about something going on, and you're looking for an alternative, there are some similar characters out there, and that are worth reading. And that's been about all I really have to show off. I got my little. Hey!
What's that?
That's cool.
This is a little retro emulator, complete with like little shoulder buttons.
Sweet.
That's nice.
Is that like a pie?
It's a pie, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Pie
basically.
PC, yeah.
That's nice. That
And is that real wood or it looks like real wood?
Oh no, it's
retro.
plastic, but it's got like a wood grain.
It looks like real wood. Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, it does look like this was legitimately carved out of wood.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does. Wow, that's pretty
nice.
cool.
So I figured I'd try to load it up, and of course it takes a minute.
And what? It can do all kinds of different. Is it mainly Nintendo or
It can go up to like
anything, right?
PlayStation. It can go up to like PlayStation.
Take care, Darius.
Oh, wow.
That's
Good
cool.
night, Darius.
Daryl. Sorry,
Daryl.
Daryl. It was Daryl. I'm sorry. He's got to go get Mexican food. Bring us some.
Yum.
Thanks, man.
Sounds good.
Yeah, load this up, but
Wow.
Is
Very
that
nice.
are those expensive or that's reasonable?
this one was like about 100.
Oh yeah, so not bad.
That's nice.
Oh wait,
Ironcastle's rolling in the dough.
Nintendo.
Cool. Oh yeah. Cool.
of course all my colors all messed up. Of course, yeah. Let's pull a little bit of a game that has a lot of green in it.
Yeah.
Oh, Banjo Kazooie, is it?
Yes.
Yeah, cool. Lovely. Yeah, it's brilliant.
Yeah, that's I've got basically all the games I really need in my pocket now.
Yeah.
And it's actually running pretty smooth from what I'm seeing on this. Like, I'm not seeing any slowdown on it.
Yeah, that's nice though.
God, it's
Good
like
stuff,
when we were geeks and nerds, it's like you never left the house. Now you can actually leave the house with all your stuff. It's like, as a kid, right? You're like, I gotta stay home and play Atari all day.
Yeah.
I can play. We had those LED games with just the dots on them. So
with like 3 frames.
Yeah. No frames, just LED dots. Yeah. Like the old red calculators. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. Yeah.
Cool. Nice stuff.
Thank you.
Ash, what's going on with you, dude?
Not much. Well, you may or may not have seen my Twitter. It's been Diwali today, so I've just been spending time with the family, going to the temple, eating lots of nice greasy Indian food. So
Nice.
it's been a good day.
Nice.
Yeah. Lots of curries, Indian sweets, and that kind of cool stuff. Yeah. Cholesterol-inducing great food.
The average American diet.
The only way it should be. The way it should be.
The average American diet right there.
Oh, yeah.
You sure? Yes, sir, it is.
The American diet, you guys just eat loads of stuff. We just put so much butter in our food, like butter, oils, and stuff. So that's how we get our cholesterol.
Nice.
It's all preservatives. You want to live forever.
Absolutely. Eventually, you'll just cut your arm. You just see like pure butter and oil just coming out your arm.
That's just Crisco.
Or that, yeah.
Oh my goodness. Well, anyone else got anything before we get moving out of here? Because almost that time.
Yeah, I got to leave to go see this movie now. So God,
you don't gotta do anything.
So, Clobberin times. I know Nick just left, but should we set up a GoFundMe for pain and suffering, or no?
That saying actually just look. I don't gotta do anything.
Damages.
I don't gotta do anything but die and pay taxes.
I do have tomorrow off, so this is something I could do.
Should we don't want to play a trick on you, Mike? We'll still. Oh, you got to go see it. It was the best movie ever. Don't take your day out.
I tried that once back in when I was working in the comic shop, 1983. There was a buddy of mine who was a gigantic Superman fan, as were we all. And he was because of everything he'd heard with Richard Pryor being in Superman 3, he's like, I'm not going. I can't. This is ridiculous. It's stupid. It's horrible. I'm not going to watch that crap. But much like you and myself, Mark, a buddy of mine there said, "Well, we're going to go see it." We go see it. It's of course a really horrible movie, especially by those daily. It's certainly there were people walking out of the theater, and so when we're going up, say, "Hey, let's go live. Let's let him tell him we loved it." He says, "Great, he's got to go see it." Have a great day, Sherry. Thank you for being here.
Take care, Sherry.
So we tried to lie our ass off to trick him into going to see it, but we kept stupid kids busting out laughing like we couldn't even lie.
Couldn't lie.
We were gonna we thought, but also maybe we were subconsciously betraying ourselves because man, we would have been responsible for him going to waste money and time. We knew he was as bad as we are, so how much we love Superman and how this movie is just an absolute insult to Superman. Now, again, like 50 years later or 40-something years later, it's still bad and stupid, but compared to crap that's been done to characters now, it's still bad. It's so bad. And we watched it a couple of weeks ago. It's bad. Every now and then, like a decade or two will go by, and I'll watch it going, it's got to improve because of how bad things are. Then you got to be fair. It's still bad.
I'm sure you can probably get Jace to go recut it for you.
It's more endearing because it's older and still not as. But who Jace can recut it? You can't recut that movie.
That sounds like a challenge for him.
You can cut whatever you want. It's still got Richard Pryor in it. It still has the only good stuff is some of the evil Superman stuff when he's running around when he fights Clark Kent in the drunk, in the psychological fight that he has with himself in the junkyard was kind of at least pretty interesting, but it still has one of the most unbelievably stupid scripts and a bunch of really unbelievably stupid scenes in it that you can't change. You can cut them out, I guess, if you want like a 20-minute movie.
I wonder if Beverly, they were going to have Eddie Murphy in Star Trek 4: The Voyage Home. I wonder if that if that had been a disaster if they skewed too much towards comedy in the same kind of way.
Yeah, that was a really bad idea to want to put Eddie Murphy in that. Just like it was a bad idea to put Christopher Reeve, to put Richard Pryor in a Superman movie.
Yeah,
that's probably part of the reason that didn't happen.
And Eddie Murphy was apparently a huge Star Trek fan, so
yes,
he wanted to be in it. But it's.
Oh my God, could you imagine?
That would. I mean, if more apt to be a disaster. Oh, the other thing I remember too. I think Seth Green, he took the original prequels from Star Wars and cut them all down to 45 minutes. So that's something that like Jace would do. He'd take 6 hours and cut it down to 45 minutes. So
yeah, you can do that. You could cut all. I mean, there's some things you could cut around, and it's not as bad because you cut some really stupid shit out of there. But it's kind of not the point. Still, I mean, that doesn't save it from being bad. It just means you're just you're going around stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah. So.
Well, there is a chance, as we're quoting Dumb and Dumber last night. What are the chances this movie will be good? It's like, not good, like 1 in 100. I'd say like more than like 1 in a million. And then Lloyd's like, yeah. So you're telling me there's a chance. So there's a chance. I'm always honest. So we'll see. But I'm really with all these critics, the shill critics, coming out and saying it's really not that good.
On the one hand you go, they hate stuff that usually turns out to be good, but on the other hand, there's shills. They're supposed to be saying it's good,
so they're not getting paid enough even to say that it's good. Yeah.
Well, I saw one review, a guy, and again, I wasn't familiar with him, but someone, I can't remember the dude's name now. Nice, I don't know him as a YouTuber, like a very big channel, just doing a review. He stands on camera, just talks about it. He's a geek, knows movies very well, but he really doesn't know. He said he doesn't really. He's watched the MCU movies. He likes them, okay, and they're fine, and he likes them, but he didn't. He thought didn't hate it. He just thought this. He said sometimes it tries to be an MCU movie, then sometimes it tries to be other things. And he actually said some of the better stuff is when they're, hey, Captain Cotton and Mary Spock. He says some of the better stuff is when they're just, talking about the different ideas and stuff like that. He said then when it tries too much to be a superhero movie, it's when it kind of gets a little silly. But he basically didn't hate it. He thought it was kind of all right. He said, he's one of these guys saying it's all right.
That's all right.
And that could be probably the prevailing problem, where people who don't know the comic don't really care what they mess with, or any kind of a gender swap or any agenda shit that they do. Just watch it and go, I've seen it all before as far as the action is concerned. And the slow stuff, this is a 2.5 hour movie, whatever. The slow stuff, just they find it tedious and ponders, like, okay. I mean, what do you want to be, movie? Do you want to be an action film, that is filled wall-to-wall action with superheroes and CGI? Or what? And I'm hearing that, Chloe's out. Again, they hired a woman who only does art films.
Yeah. Could it be like the Ang Lee Hulk, where it's...
I don't think it could be that bad, though.
Yeah, but
that's one of the worst movies ever made, too.
I mean, I had a friend, God bless my good buddy Brian, who's got ADD, and he's in the movie theater, and he's, like, going crazy. He's like, I don't mean to make fun of it, he's a good friend, and he's like, are we in the right theater? When's the Hulk going to show up? What's going on? This movie is so slow. He's like, I can't take it. Get me out of here.
That's one of the worst friggin' movies I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, and the CGI is horrible on top of it.
Ebert liked it.
Oh, Ebert liked it?
Yeah. What is wrong with you? And again, that's when you can talk about critics and disagree with them, but they existed at least. Ang Lee's poodle monster Hulk.
Hungry Boy, yeah.
As Hungry Boy says. Yeah, the poodle monster. I mean, back then I never got bootlegs much. But my brother happened to get a hold of like a street copy of a bootleg, a disc of it that was watchable. And I was going to wait and go to the theater, but I just turned it on. A buddy of mine was sitting around doing nothing, so we just watched it. And after we sat there and suffered through it for 17 hours or whatever it was, we were like, wow, I'm glad that we did that. Now we're not going to the movie theater to see this thing. If I'd been in the movie theater, I might have either gone into a coma or just walked out. Yeah. And when we finally do get to see proper Hulk, he fights poodles.
Yeah.
Not the Abomination, not Rhino, not a monster. A goddamn
Poodles.
giant gamma irradiated poodle.
Yeah.
Dogs.
God.
Well, poodles can be very
shit.
nasty, you know.
Well, yeah.
Yes, they can.
The Hulk. And then,
They're
the only
sniffy.
scene,
Yeah, they are.
the only scene that was sort of okay is when he's fighting the army. That was at least like in the comic books.
Yeah, with the
Then
tank.
they
He
beat
throws
him.
the tank, yeah.
But they beat him. It was stupid. But then Nick Nolte is probably earlier though. Before that, like 2 hours before we get to see the Hulk, there's a scene because he tried to make it look like a comic book movie on
with the
screen,
panels.
which, which is an interesting idea, Ang Lee. And this guy did something brilliant like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. So there's a scene early on where there's a flashback. They're remembering, because the whole movie's full of flashbacks, and they're remembering something from his past. And then within the flashback, I'm sitting there with my brother watching this, and then there's someone in the flashback has a flashback, and I'm sitting there going, "Did they just have a flashback? Are they having a flashback inside of a flashback? Oh my God, it's good. Are you? Yeah, they are. Wait a minute, we were already in a flashback." And a character is having a goddamn flashback. What in the holy shit? Am I imagining that? They said, no, I think they are. What in the holy good God?
You sure you weren't watching the movie Inception?
I think I was. Years before it came out, but that's like, wait, this can't be. And then it's just, and then the worst part's Nick Nolte. Nick Nolte. By the way, everyone, you should watch Riff Tracks versus Nick Nolte. 15 minutes of Riff Tracks snips of them in various movies that they're riffing on, making fun of Nick Nolte. They're obsessed with him. It's fantastic. Nick Nolte, straight out of rehab. Ang Lee goes to rehab and says, "We want you for this movie." And he probably says, "I'm gonna take a shower, get cleaned up." No. You're perfect like this. No. Don't. We want you right here. Come on. You're perfect for you. Don't take a shower. Be in this movie right out of So he's almost as incoherent as Mickey Rourke is in Iron Man 2, and that's saying something. Our buddy Fat Steven has to run, bro. What you got going on, man? What's in the future? And tell everybody,
I was talking with the muted. About 15 minutes, Ironcast will stop playing his video games.
I promise nothing.
Just kidding. 15 minutes, I'll be helping out Lorena and the lovely when we do Revelation episode 2, because we know that second part's coming. And after that, I'll do some gaming. Lost Ark beta, the new MMORPG that is coming out next year. Got one of the beta keys, and we'll be testing that out. Yes. You don't know Lost Ark, give it a shot and look up the trailer. You might enjoy it. But I got to get going. Thank you, Clobby, for having me.
All right, buddy. Thanks
to all my body parts. You can go fuck yourself.
Take care, Steven.
Take care, dude.
Take care, man.
Be good, buddy. I'll see you soon, man. I know you got Battle on 5 next week, and you're going to be doing other shows soon. Remember that?
Yeah, I will be. Take it easy.
All right, bro. Later.
Ooh.
How'd that happen? How'd I end up sitting in the front? I don't understand. How did I end up in the center seat there?
Well, Celestials take over the world, right? So
that's true. Well, I guess we'll start wrapping it up here because it's time to get ready to go. I guess.
Go to the movies.
I will, of course. We'll go with ladies first. Lovely ladies first, and of course, Arwen, tell us what you got going on.
Thank you, Clobby, for having me on again. I always have a great time, and I appreciate it so much. I really do. Tonight, we've got the Pegasus Actual Podcast with Drew and Brightest Day on Drew's channel. Friday, tomorrow, I'm going to be on Purple's channel. We're going to be doing something on there. And Saturday is going to be pretty busy. I've got Eris's channel. I'm going to be on T-Shirt Historian's channel and then on Steven's channel for his pub chat. And then if I haven't had too much Fireball, I will be on Rambling Canucks karaoke, but maybe not, but I still want to plug it. Just in case.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. And then Sunday, fan fantasy story ideas. And Mark, I'm going to try and make it Sunday night.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you.
And then post my schedule on Monday. So
okay, good. Cockney, I'm sorry, dude. There are a bunch of links I forgot to send out today. I apologize, man. You gotta, if you help me remember. I'm sorry, dude. I apologize. Let me make it up to you and send you one next week. There are a few people I didn't send one out to. I thought I sent you. I could have swore I did, but you're right. I didn't. Oh my God.
You need to make one of
Every week
those
this happens.
Twitter
Every week
groups,
this-
Clobby. You got to make one of those Twitter groups for the show.
That's probably the way I'm gonna have to do it.
Yeah.
Every week this happens, Cockney. To somebody. I've done a couple of weeks ago. I did it to Lord Thoth, and then last week I did it to somebody. Every week it happens. What I do is I'll put the link, and then I forget to hit the stupid send button thingy. Cockney, I'm sorry, buddy. I hope you will forgive me. Man, I suck at this.
The mirror
I'm gonna
might not forgive you though.
No, of course not. The mirror Cockney Spot won't forgive me. He shouldn't. So what I'm gonna do is what Mark said. I'm gonna make a
Twitter group.
Twitter group. Thank you. Like I know how to do that. But if I'm trying to make a Twitter group and I'll put all of everybody's names who I normally invite, because you have open invite, Captain, there's a lot of people do, and just put it in one damn thing that will help them. I just got to remember to do it.
So I'm doing my engineering job to help you out here.
Thank you. You are the chief engineer. And Caster of Iron. Did you
Yes.
Did you okay. Did I put did you tell us already what you're doing?
Oh no, I haven't said anything yet.
Okay. See, that's my memory for it. I'm not even kidding. I'm frazzled.
No,
right
you come on. I think you only start with Arwen, and I'm now the second.
Yes, sir. Good.
So, you guys can of course find me over here on Ironcaster, where I will sometimes talk about big robots, and I will sometimes play some games involving big robots. One of the ones I've started playing this week was a game called Mass Builder, where you can to an incredible degree customize some big robots. I did a stream of it on my channel Monday, so check that out. In fact, I might play a little bit more of that tonight because I really just want to go fiddle around with robots. We'll figure that out.
You are the robot king, buddy.
Yeah, I'm just here for truth, love. I'm just here for truth, love, and the Mecha way.
Yes, thank you, bro. And by the way, yes, Thoth, you're definitely the operations officer, sir.
I should put that on a T-shirt.
Your operations and security. By the way, if anyone has not, please go to our friend Captain Cockney Miraspock's channel and subscribe, because he has a great channel. He does a great show, and just don't mention time travel to him.
Oh, or black holes.
Or black holes. Or mention them at your own risk. So, yeah. And again, Cockney, I am so sorry about that. I would love to talk to you about time travel sometime. Or would I?
Well, you've already talked about it in the future, so you don't have to worry about it.
Oh, that's true.
So it's time travel, mate.
You've already done it, but he hasn't done it yet. So
Exactly,
you'll meet yesterday.
Exactly.
Hey, let's get him some more subs. He just hit 3. Let's get everyone here. If you haven't already, please follow that link to Cockney Miraspock's channel, and please follow him, hit subscribe, and all that good stuff. I thank you. What do we got going on now? Let's see. Thank you, Darius, by the way. At Esh.
Yo. Right, so I've got my own personal channel, Ash Singh. I do gaming and stuff here and there. But and you can follow me on Twitter, AshSing1, where you can follow all the channels that I am on throughout the week. But the main thing I really want to talk about is on Tuesdays, I co-host for Amanda over on Amanda Gillen Presents on Twitch. Now, this Saturday, she'll be doing a 24-hour charity live stream for Cincinnati Children's Hospital. So I'll put the link to her Twitch, and Extra Life, words use them, Ash God. Extra Life is the people that are like doing it. She's doing it with, and I'll pop those links. You've got to search the channel name in the Extra Life search bar because their website is weird. But I'll pop all that in the messages. But I think the donation goal is $500, and also every $100 donation, somebody gets tased on the stream. She has a taser, and they've done it before in previous years, and people have been tased. So if you want to see someone get tased, donate $100 on Saturday.
Wow. Crazy.
So yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun, and it's all for children, sick children that need it. So it's all for a great cause, and all 100% of proceeds are going to go to the children and the charity.
So are we turning you into Taserface?
Not me. Well, I mean, it can't exactly taser me because pretty sure tasers are illegal in the UK, and also I'm in the UK. There's kind of a small pond called the Atlantic Ocean in the way. Just
yes,
no big deal.
Just put your feet in the water. Well,
I heard water conducts electricity. Just put your feet in. So yeah, that's
there
the main thing with me.
Thoth offers his taser up if you want to have some fun with it there. Mark D with AC.
Well, sorry, I was at the dentist today. You know, that was
getting ready for the night.
Yeah, I wasn't really. Maybe I could just say I couldn't do that. My go to the movie. I had to go to the dentist again. But
I'll be your dentist.
Yeah. But no, thanks. I'm looking forward. It's always fun hanging out with you and Nick and reviewing these things. It gave me the chance to read, the original Eternals comics. So if you haven't read them, go pick them up on Comicology for $20. Definitely worth the read. And the art is just gorgeous. Even if you don't like the story, the art is just incredible to look at. So I'll be on with you then and J-Man on Friday night, and then Sunday night I'll have.
Don't forget tonight.
And tonight too. Yep, obviously tonight on the corner. So we'll be hanging out with Raquel. I guess we'll maybe give. Can we give us a few spoilers? A little bit.
We'll spoil the hell out of it.
Yeah, we'll give you a first impression, a quick first impression, and then Saturday, of course, everyone make sure you're there for Saturday Night Star Trek. I'm camping this weekend in the wilds. So I might not have an internet connection, but at the very least, hopefully I'll be able to listen to it. We'll see. But it's going to be kind of cold. So last time I was able to type and be in the chat, but it might be pretty cold. So we'll see. But I'll definitely be back for Sunday Night Geekery, and it'll be great to hang out with you. And we'll talk more about the movie and popcorn containers with Ecto One and all that good stuff that's happening. So look forward to seeing everyone.
Man. Thanks, bro. Appreciate it. Retro, anything going on, bub?
Well, no, unfortunately, not really up to much. I mean, the other channel might start moving soon or later, quite possibly. But keep an eye out for us for anything on Twitch. Anything that's going will get mentioned on there. But yeah, again, thanks very much for having me on. Been great as always.
Well, yeah, man, I'm glad you're here, bud. It's good to see you. Quick show notes, everyone. Let's see. Tonight, as mentioned, Clobberin's Clubhouse with the wonderful Raquel Briggs and the great Mark D with a C. By the way, I would encourage anyone, and hopefully this is, as you can see, the literary works of my wonderful friend Raquel. There's a link to that in the description right there, and please check those out for her, and we love her. And I can't wait to see her tonight, which will be an hour later than usual, though. It'll be 10 p.m. Central Standard Time because we have time to get back and if we're alive. So let's see here. What else? And yes, tomorrow, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, a Friday special. Who cares what those? I'm just making a joke like all those other YouTubers think. These are the important. Just kidding. There's gonna be
entrails.
I'll be watching FNT myself while I'm doing this, probably. But Mark D and that too. I think. For J-Man, of course, Mark D with a C, and J-Man's friend Sean is joining us as well, and maybe Nick. And Loki said he might stop in if he sees the movie. I don't know if he's going to watch it. But he's welcome, of course, as always, to see it. Let's get that stupid picture off there. So
it looks like the ad for like bowel irritation medicine.
Yeah,
it works for everyone.
That's what Raquel calls it. She calls it Metamucil.
Yeah, it does.
Oh my goodness. Well, Larwin, thank you so much for hanging with us. Love you. We appreciate you. It was so much fun. You are the best. You've been here the whole time with me here. Thank you so much. Retro, buddy. Ash, my friends, good to see you. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful rest of the weekend. Mark D, I will talk to you later, brother.
Yep.
And Iron
Catch you
Caster,
later.
I'll talk to you later, man. Be good. Thank you so much. And thank you, all you wonderful friends out there in the chat. Too numerous to mention, but shout out to you all. You are fantastic. You make it so much fun here. I really appreciate you hanging out with us. And also don't forget Saturday Night Star Trek. 4 more episodes of Star Trek: The Next Generation. Eshpix Company, of course.
Yes.
So thank you all. Please have a wonderful rest of your, whether it's day or night. I appreciate you. And the next time you hear me on here, I will have seen a movie at the theater, unless I get lucky and get hit by a bus before that.
You have clawed his eyes out just to save his brain.
I'm going to get me some sleep. So, yeah. And again, big shout out as always to my wonderful first officer, Rick L. Briggs, for this outro.